I think I'm live. Nobody else is here yet, so it's just me. So, oh, Mooney's here. Hi, Moonstone. Hi, Cat. And let's see. Let me see who else is here. I know Grasshopper's probably here. Patty. Hi, Patty. And Frank stopped by. So we'll just kind of wait and see who else shows up. Hey, Pamsky. Thank you, Mooney. So we should have some people in here pretty soon, I think. I haven't streamed for a few weeks because I have not been doing good, but I'm better, getting better. Today I didn't even have to take any pain medicine, so that was really good. So I'm definitely getting better. Hey, Craig. Hi, Jenny Lynn. I hope Bob shows up pretty quick. And Blackie. I didn't even check to see if they said anything. I know Bob said he was going to be here. So I'll just keep talking, I guess, and see if anybody shows up. Okay, I got some messages. Let's see what we got. I don't know. Let me see here. Let me see what we got. We got Oh, okay, that's the one. I'll just ask if anybody's coming. Okay. And still nobody here. Mojo, hi. And Jenny Lynn, I think I said hi to you. Blackie says he's going to be quick. He'll be here soon. Hi, Trash Cat. So has everybody got their Christmas trees up and all that good stuff? I know I cut it. I need to wash it. It's getting cut. Need to wash my hair. I'll do that tonight after the stream. Take a shower and wash my hair. I know I haven't put up a tree for a few years because it's only me and I would be the only one to see it. And yeah, I just don't do it. I wonder if I want to try something here. No. Oh, let me see what Bob says. Coming in now. Oh, he says he's doing a lot of ass kissing trying to get art donations. So, Grasshopper, can you throw up the GoFundMe for the Ark? Let me see here. Well, I'm going to see if I have a Christmas thing for the background. Oh, I see Bob. But he says Jack.
It doesn't say Jack.
Oh, Jock.
Yeah.
I thought it said Jack.
You can call me Jack if you want to.
Oh, I won't say anything. Did you get in touch with Mooney about the cow painting?
Did I get in touch with her?
Yeah. Remember she said she was ready to pass on the cow painting to someone? And you guys were supposed to get in touch with each other.
I don't remember. I don't recall it.
Oh, you know the peekaboo cow painting that you liked?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were supposed to get in touch with her about it.
Oh, well. Remind me and I'll do it. Oh, Mooney, she wants cow painting. Pam, she wants the cow painting. What am I supposed to do? I guess that's why I didn't do it. I didn't know what to do.
Oh, she wants to sell the cow painting.
To me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I don't remember us talking about it. We've got other things that are more, I'll just say, more personal going on right now.
Oh, between you and Mooney?
Well, yeah, we both have personal lives.
Okay.
Gosh. She forgot too. Well, I don't know what to say about it. I'm trying to eat my food because I need something. That's why I was 2 minutes late coming in. Oh my God. Whew. Stay down, worm. See this thing? I'll beat you with it. Let's see, I did it. Oh no. Mojo coming for you. Hell yeah. Oh, Mooney's cussing. Hell yeah. One of the people I love on TikTok is a couple that have some awesome and huge big snakes, but small ones. But they're the perfect, YouTube couple. And people will say things in the live streams. They do a lot of live streams and make a lot of money off of them too.
Hi.
She'll say, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Beautiful ceiling fan. Well, I got something for you, trash cat, that you might like better than that. See that? It's not coffee, it's milk. I can't angle that down too far. What the hell?
James Green, hello. Oh, I'll throw up
I'm logging into the chat. Yeah, yes, it's me. What?
oh, I'm going to show you guys what I have for sale tonight, which is the same thing I had the other night because I've been working on an oil painting for someone. So trying to get it done and sent before Christmas. But I still have the buffalo for sale.
A buffalo, that's a fur.
The buffalo, yes, I know. I've never done a buffalo before.
It's about damn time. Oh, I don't want to log in. I've been having trouble with passwords. Oh,
So this is a buffalo on papyrus paper. And it's colored pencil on papyrus paper.
I wish I could see it.
And there it is, the buffalo on papyrus paper.
Okay, now I can see.
And it is, I got it matted to an 8x10, but if you wanted to take the mat off and get it custom framed, it would be bigger.
Oh, that's the one you were working on.
Yeah, that's, and like I say, it's on papyrus paper, which is almost like a real thin wood, like woven wood. It's pretty cool paper. And the opening bid on this one has to be $200. So.
Oh, no.
So there's that one.
Just pinched the shit out of my finger.
TRB, hi.
Pam, I started to say you got
EFW, hello.
You fooled
And
me.
then I've got a little frog on papyrus paper too. Let me see. Hush, hush.
I have no
This is a
chat.
really, really poor photograph of it, and I need to take another one, but I haven't yet. So you just got to see that.
I'm going to go out and come back in. I don't have any chat.
Okay.
Make sure.
So there's this little frog guy, and like I said, it's a really, really, really bad photograph of it, but it's a little frog on papyrus paper. So there's that one, and that one, the opening bit is just whatever.
I didn't see the frog.
Well, you've seen it before.
I got my chat back. You know, I can't remember. Shit. Worm, I've got to eat this beef stew when it cools down. I've got Campbell's beef stew. Well, not Campbell's brand, but beef stew can warmed up.
Oh, that sounds good, actually.
Yeah, and I got a blueberry bagel. Half of one. Worm, I'm going to beat you to death. Stop. Oh, damn. Leg is scratched. You ought to see my leg how it's scratched. Look at what you just did. Get out.
Oh, I know. Star does that to me too. She's like gets all excited and wants me to pet her and scratches my leg, and
yeah, if she can't be,
which is a good thing I have the one bandaged up, because it would have really hurt for her to scratch it if I didn't have a bunch of gauze wrap on it.
She's got her feelings hurt now. She's sitting over there in front of that space heater crying. You'll make it.
Okay, there's the frog, Bob.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
Watch that frog. It looks like it's got suction cup feet.
Yeah, it does, huh?
Pacific Northwest, Trash Cat, GRB, Mooney.
Oh, it's been cold here. It hasn't gotten above freezing for the last week, but I think it's supposed to get up to 40 tomorrow, so it's going to feel so much warmer.
Thank you, Sam. Appreciate you.
I think today we had a high of like 27, so yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to get settled or not here.
Yeah, go ahead and PM me, Moonstone, and I can get it sent to you. I'm hoping that I can get my boots on tomorrow, go to town, but I shall see, because my one foot with the burn on the leg has been swollen, but it's going down too, so my leg's definitely healing. It makes me feel good. Like I say, it's the first time in the last, well, it's been 4 weeks since I burnt my leg, and today's the first day that I haven't had to take ibuprofen to get through the day. Not just getting through the day, but I mean, it was for a while, it was like I would get up and take ibuprofen and then wait 4 hours and take ibuprofen again before it really started to kick in. And for that first 4 hours, I would just spend my time sitting rocking back and forth and watching YouTube videos and being in too much pain to even get up. So
you're
it feels really good that I don't even have to take any today.
You're the one that's
the healing. Huh?
You're the one that's been watching my vids.
Yeah.
Hey, Jenny Lynn.
55 and very rainy. Oh, if we had anything, it would be snow. We were supposed to get snow yesterday, but instead we got like really high winds, like 22 degrees and high winds. We had a couple days where we had the lows were in the single digits, like for 4 days in a row. I think we had like 3 degrees and then 5 degrees, and yeah, it was cold. Ibuprofen is a wonder drug. It is. It was working really well. Hello, Skipper.
Hey, Skipper.
So, like I say, today's the first day in like a month that I haven't had to like load up on pain pills all day long. So I'm feeling like I'm healing. And I've got skin where all my skin was burnt off in the great big patches, and I've got, it's like really delicate feeling skin and really pink looking, but at least it's got skin on it.
Pam, I would have grafted your skin if I was there.
That's what one of my friends was really mad at me, and she said that I should have gone to that at least one area on my leg should have had a skin graft on it. But it's healing up. There's gonna be some scars. But it is healing, so that is a good thing.
Hello there.
Hey, Blackie.
How are we?
How are you doing?
Good.
Oh, not too bad. Hot, sweaty, but thank goodness for wind.
I saw your hair. It's like a rock star video blowing out there.
Yeah, I've got a fan on me as well, but the wind is picking up. I think we've got a storm blowing in.
We had high winds yesterday, and I think we had a high of 27 degrees, which is well below freezing. And then we had 30-mile-an-hour winds, so it was rather miserable out there.
No doubt.
Pam, did you feather dust that room? Is that what that's called?
What room?
That room you're in. Did you?
Oh, that's actually that's actually a couple Christmases ago. But it is where I'm sitting right now, so yeah.
Yeah. Used to take a big feather and put it in paint and put it on the wall. It's called feather dusting.
Uh-huh.
I did my living room that way one time. We were drinking Kahlua, just Kahlua, not Kahlua and cream, and I fell and hit my head. I was 20 years old, so I learned a lesson there. Don't fall on the furniture.
G'day, Huawei.
Oh, you should have fallen on your feather duster.
Right.
Mooney, James, PNW, Trash Cat, GRB. Sorry, I'm just squeezing in some hellos real quick.
Mooney's here. Did you say hi to her?
I think I just did, but hi, Mooney. Have a second one. Skipper, how's it going? Who else we got?
Y'all should make Skipper go up. I mean, you should invite Skipper up.
G'day, Mojo.
Skipper.
Let's do that.
Hello, everybody. What's up, Blackie, Bob, Pam? How y'all doing?
Not too bad, man. How are you?
I'm doing water changes. I pulled a sponge filter. When I pulled it, oh my God, I got to let that tank settle down.
Oh, yeah, I've done that before. You pull up the sponge filter and brown stuff just starts going everywhere.
Yeah, it all came off of it right into the tank.
Yeah, what I started doing was taking a big plastic bag, a gallon baggie, and barely lifting them up and then slipping them into the baggie and then pulling them out.
Yeah.
That way you don't get that big mess.
Yeah, I figured I'd let it settle down. And
Hi.
You see me go off camera. I'm doing that water change, but yeah, it's like, man, come on.
Hey, Kiwi.
They're out.
Skipper, that's exactly the color shirt that I wanted of yours.
Yeah, I don't understand what was going on with that.
Yeah, it was your account, and I could get into that, and I could edit stuff. I started to put some porno on your shirts or something, but
I'm fine with that. Probably a bestseller.
But in my account, Huawei let me know it's only showing part of tights, and it calls it a hoodie. So I messaged them and said, "What the hell?" And I got 5 responses from 4 different people. So they said they're on it.
Yeah, I don't know. Jenny Lynn, actually, she was in chat. I saw her earlier. Hello, everybody in chat. Her and Bruiser were the first ones to buy my shirt.
Oh.
And yes, I don't know. I don't know how that works on the other end, you know.
Well, if you can log in, can I send you the money and then you buy it?
Yeah. and give me your address. I'll send it to you. That's fine.
It said there was a sale going on too, but they're only $15.95 or something like that to start with.
Yeah, there actually is. I was
Hi, June.
getting into that after I sent it to you. I was like, wait a minute. But yeah, there's a sale going on that site if you want one of my shirts.
Yeah. So I think it said 20 or 30% off. I can't remember. So
Yeah,
that
it blew
was,
my mind. So where was that when I bought mine?
oh, okay. Show Blackie your logo. Do this, do that. Stand up. There you go.
Nice.
Turtle. I got a new
Professional.
logo coming though. It's being worked on.
Oh, should I
G'day, Katie. G'day, June.
What's that? Sorry.
I said, g'day, Paddy. G'day, June. And Kiwi, if I didn't say hi to you. Janice. Hey, Skipper, how are you with pleco illness diagnosis?
Not good because something just happened to me with my green drag. What the hell?
Thanks, Pam. Yeah, it's got a weird growth coming out of one of its gill spots.
It almost looks like a tumor.
Is it a gill or its nostril thing?
No, that's where its gills are in plecos, I believe.
Oh, it's upside down. I see now.
No, it's up against the glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, looking from, yeah, I see now.
Anybody in the chat know what that is? We
Yeah.
should have Dragon Lair in here. He would probably know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It looks like some kind of, I don't know, it almost looks like some kind of parasites.
well, that's what I sent a pic to Alex as well, Secret History Alex, and he suggested maybe a parasite or a bacterial infection.
Because you can see little individual things all in
I
there.
got a tumor on a corridors that kind of looks like that, but I can't do nothing. But
And
that
I've also in the tank with Gibbo is a Raphael catfish, and it's got some kind of weird growth, but it hasn't broken the skin. It's just you can see a big bulge on one side of its body. Yes, it doesn't look pleasant.
Is it on its gill area too, or just its body?
No, just around its belly. But yeah, like I say, it hasn't broken the skin. It's just you can see a big bulge. So yeah, maybe they're sharing bacterias around.
I'm trying to think who would know what that is. Who's the pleco person? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I might put it up on Facebook or something, or Insta as well. See if I can get some of the other fish people that don't necessarily come here.
Yeah, I know there's a couple of pleco Facebook pages.
True.
so
I think I'm opening one of them.
one of my questions is what meds do you have over there you could use? Like a bacterial or a parasite?
We get all the same meds that you guys get over there.
Oh, okay.
My leg.
June says, is that a blocked core?
Come on, worm.
No, it's almost like it's something that is, to me, growing from the inside and pushing all the bits out, because all the little pink nubbly bits, I believe, are the parts of the gill where the gaseous exchange takes place.
Oh, okay. That
And I
makes
think
more sense.
it's all being ballooned outwards.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
But yeah, it was
Does the
just like,
size fluctuate at all?
I discovered it yesterday, and I haven't seen him up on the glass today. He's been pooping like a champion. Last night he had a strand of poop coming out of him that was twice as long as himself. That was pretty impressive.
Attaboy.
So
I
it
hate it when that happens.
doesn't seem to be preventing him from going about his normal business. But yeah, fingers crossed.
Really interesting.
I'll dig through my pile of meds that I've got and see what I can give him. It's unfortunately it's a 6 foot tank nose, normal coloured dark brown poo, PNW. Yeah, the biggest problem with medicating is that it's a 6 foot tank, so I probably need a full bottle of medication to treat the whole tank. Seems to be trash cat so
Will you
far.
post that in Messenger, Mikey?
That picture that's on screen now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it. It's in our group chat. That's how Pam got it to share it on screen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know somebody, but I can't remember right now. He keeps puffers. Just talked to him on a chat the other day. His name's Brian, but I can't remember his channel.
I put the I just put the little video of his really long poo in the group chat as well.
I saw that notice. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Kragos too, I wonder, because he breeds Blackos too.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh yeah,
Look at the length of that thing.
that'd take first prize in a poop contest. He looks good too.
Yeah, it's not like I say, it doesn't seem to be inhibiting his normal behaviour. He's still getting around, and I put a whole bunch of food in there last night, and he was, bashing everyone else out the way to get to the food.
What is he? What kind?
A Gibiceps.
Is that what? Is that a self-in?
Sailfin plecostomus, yes, that's what the shop name is.
Yeah, I've got 2 of them over here in this 20 long guppy tank. That's why I recognized him. Oh my God. That was a jump scare. It was just on me out the whole screen. I don't know why. That's better.
I should get you to share that snake video from the other day too, Pam.
Oh yeah.
My son interacting with one of the most dangerous creatures on the planet.
Oh, was that your son? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I made
Right out
some.
the back here.
I made some smart ass comment. What did I say? Something about you better leave it alone, or it took off fast, or something.
Yeah. That's what I'd tell him as well, to leave the brown snakes alone.
It came back and it's like, you want something?
Yeah, had a couple of strikes at him.
Mm-hmm.
G'day, Lucky.
I wasn't being mean. I was just being Bob. Smart ass.
Or sensible.
Yeah.
G'day, Kragos.
This. Oh my Jesus.
Brown.
No.
Yeah, he's not too happy.
He's like, where are you? He's looking through the grass.
Bloody healthy though, and very pretty.
Beautiful his head is. Where was this at? Yeah.
Like
It's
30
the brown
feet.
baby.
Out my back gate.
Jesus.
My son's had a couple of pieces of sheet metal laid out in strategic spots around the paddock, and he comes up and visits to see if any snakes have come under there. But I don't think he was expecting, the second most venomous snake on the planet to be there.
It's the brown baby.
Yeah, I remember one time I was out walking my dog in this field, and there was a big piece of sheet metal laying on the ground. And, being a normal, curious person, I had to lift it up. And there was a skunk underneath of it. And I dropped it back down real quick.
Yeah.
Oh my!
A skunk under it.
Yep, there was a skunk under it.
Interesting.
He didn't
Oh,
have dug a trench. I'm sorry, Blackie.
Do you have
Can you-
skunks in Australia?
no, we don't have any of the weasel family down here. I think skunks are weasels, aren't they? Or related. Badgers. Can you please do me a favour and pop up that Pleco picture again now that Craig is in the chat to see if Craig's got any idea.
The Pleco?
With his wounded or whatever's
Okay,
going on.
hold
with
on a
his
second
ear.
here.
Thank you so much.
Mad at me?
Got my big Gibbiceps Cragos has got an issue. I wonder if you have any input, mate.
Look at the chat.
Gosh,
the
you're
good-
making me work so much.
The good thing about eastern brown snakes is that even though they are incredibly venomous, when they know that you're not a prey species, quite often they'll do a dry bite and not inject any venom into you. So you can be bitten by them and not killed, but yeah, more often than not, you're going to have a rough time if you get bitten by an eastern brown.
Well, they're like the most poisonous snake in Australia, aren't they?
No, they're the second most venomous snake on the planet, and which also means they're the second most venomous snake in Australia.
Oh, Jesus.
But I rate them as the most dangerous snake on the planet because they hang around where humans hang around. So, they're always around humans. The most venomous snake in the world is the fierce snake or the small scaled snake, which lives in outback Australia, remote areas away from people. So they're rarely encountered and they're quite passive. They're not a super aggressive snake. Eastern browns, you mess with them, as you just saw in that video, they're going to have a bit of an issue with you.
Craig says he sees it often, but he's not sure what it is.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be inhibiting his life at the moment, Craig, so I'm not too worried. But I'm certainly going to keep tabs on it. Oh, he's up against the glass now. I should probably have a look. Going to keep tabs on it to make sure it's not very getting bigger or something like that. Actually, I'm going to take this opportunity while he's up there to have a quick look.
Do you have plants in there with it in that tank? I think you do.
Lots. Yeah, I got heaps of plants in that tank, and some more to come probably tomorrow. I think I was told I was being brought some plants.
I was thinking that if there was a way to pull them out or float them in there in a bucket or something, try some salt. It definitely won't hurt anything.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
and see if it does anything.
I do have the driftwood catfish in there, which I believe is a scaleless catfish, so could be detrimental to his health. But yeah, just looking at it,
they do. Skunks are notorious for having rabies. Skunks and raccoons too.
Just looking at it now, it doesn't seem to be as red. It's a lot whiter, but still about the same size as it was yesterday.
Maybe it's just an infected, like a pimple or something. And
yeah, let's hope so. I've had him a long time. I don't want him to die from something like that. I want him to die from old age.
What about flukes? You think you might have flukes in there?
I mean, it's possible because it's completely open in the top, so there's a fair chance that bugs might have been bored in. I know being, what do you call it, beetle season, we've had lots of big brown beetles in the tank at the minute. And they get eaten, so maybe he's getting bugs from eating bugs. Yeah, it's probably the best idea, Cragos, is to take him out and put him in a smaller container and do a treatment in a container. He's pretty tough. But yeah, I'm going to just let it ride for a little while and see how he goes.
Vic, hello.
G'day, Vic.
That seems to be one of the things. Like you have to do that. Is I never seen that before.
Thanks, Moonstone.
It's a sail fin, Big Steve, and g'day, Big Steve. A gibbiceps.
Oh, I guess I can show my gibbiceps since I've got a couple. They'll think I'm going to feed them, so that's good. Let me turn this around.
What were you saying, Skipper?
I mean that's. I ain't never seen something like that before. That's very interesting. Like I it don't look like it's like how you get the fungus on a fish or a parasite like ick or epicilus.
No.
It kind of reminds me of like it could be a tumor or something.
Or something stuck in there and it's like pushing out, like trying to protect itself from it. I wonder if it could even be something like a sliver of wood or something got in there. It's like trying to push it out.
Pass it all up to squeeze the bits out.
Oh, gosh. Pam, do you have
Yeah,
a moment to make me big?
Like I said, I'll post it on some Facebook and Instagrams and whatnots to see if I can get some more input. Other people that might have had it before.
Yeah, it's good to reach out to people for that type of stuff. That's for sure.
Yeah, just I mean that's how you learn, isn't it?
Right.
Yep. Where did that other one go? There's one of mine right there.
That's the funny thing, isn't it? The expert hiders, they disappear so well.
Yeah, if I put some food in, it would come right out. All I've got
How
is
big?
guppies.
How big's that guy?
Well, this is a 20 long, and there's my hand as wide as I can stretch it, and he's a little taller than that. So I don't know, 9 inches, 8 inches. I don't know where my other one's at, though. I have 2 of them.
That him up there upside down?
Yeah. Him up there.
Yeah. As soon as you said that, I said that there's something wrong with him.
Oh, hang on.
Look. Poking in there. No, he went somewhere. There he is. Just hanging upside down. That's the smaller one there.
Yeah, they're such pretty things. I think I've had a sailfin in my tanks, at least one for about probably at least 20 years now. I've always had one. You wish, Huawei. You'd pay for that video.
Okay, thank you. Worm, I know you weren't about to steal my food. She got in that chair fast. The joke's on her. I ate it all. Thank you, Pam. Oh, God. God,
Anytime, Jack.
No, I told you could call me Jack. Not what it says up there.
He's Jock.
Right?
Looks like Jack to me.
Yeah, he definitely is a Jack. That's for sure.
That's a different show.
Please ask Blackie my question. Okay, I gotta find your question.
Well, I'll scroll and find it as well. Does it look cauliflower-like? Not really, because the little, like the breathing bits, you know how we have alveoli in our lungs? In their gills, they have little knobbly bits. So it's just basically something forcing the gill outwards and making those knobbly bits stick out. So I wouldn't say cauliflower. More like I don't know, more like a Nerf ball with little nipples all over it.
I wonder what gill tissue looks like in them. That might help. That sailfin's mad now. It's going back up there. I don't know what it's doing.
I like when I feed flakes and the Gibbo hasn't had any food, he'll go and swim upside down backwards on the surface, sucking the flakes in his mouth. That's always cool to watch.
What was the question? Was it the one about the warts, or?
Whether it looks like a cauliflower.
Oh. You had another question then.
The Huawei one about the genital warts.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where I said he'd pay for that video.
I missed that. Oh, they're from the gills and not a line. Yeah, it is coming out of the gills. I wish I had a knife sharpener.
I was thinking exactly the same thing, because I had one that worked really good for a little while, but now I feel it makes the knives blunter than sharper when I use it. I guess they don't last forever.
I had my grandpa's stone, knife sharpening stone, and he died when I was like 4 or 5, but I remember him, and I remember him whittling and out there sharpening those damn knives, dipping snuff and sitting on the porch rocking. It was like 80, but Granny gave it to me when I was like, I don't know, 16 or 18, and I had it a long time. I don't know what I finally did, where it's at.
Yeah, I was never good at using a sharpening stone, because I always stuffed up the angles. But I liked using a steel, the long thin one that you rub the knife down and against. They were a lot easier to get an edge on. But yeah, the old vintage steel we had here is now as smooth as a knife blade. It's been used for 50 odd years. Now it doesn't work anymore. What else have we got going on? Yeah, yes, from the gills. Someone already answered that. Sorry, I'm way back in the chat, catching up.
Oh, I'm
Nibbly
thinking
bit.
it's on me. I'm just going to leave it like that.
Yeah, that's my worst concern, Paddy, is that if it is a tumour, then, there's nothing really I can do about that. You can't treat that with medicine.
Nope. I'm going to go incognito for a few minutes and see if I can research about it. Well,
I want to know about this machine that Steve's got, belt sander / knife sharpener.
have you seen a belt sander?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't know how they incorporate the two machines in one.
Okay.
Belt sander, knife sharpener. Googling.
I've got an antique one, but
And what do you do with that, Pam?
I can find a picture of one. I don't see one.
So I do have a couple of different bench grinders or wheel grinders, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
But I think there's 2 different ones, so 4 different wheels. I'm not sure if any of the grit on the wheels is fine enough to do a sharp enough knife. See you, Mooney. Thanks for swinging by.
Oh, good night, Mooney.
And welcome, Nonna.
Oh my gosh, Nona's here.
Have you noticed
No.
when Moonstone leaves that Nonna comes in?
Oh, I've got a knife sharpener. It's like a stone. It's really long. It's about the stone itself is probably a good foot long, and then it's got a red handle on it, like the old It's one of the old kitchen tools from like the 50s that had the red handles.
Is the stone perfectly rectangular or does it taper down?
It's rounded.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting one. Because yeah, I've got one on a handle, but it's like broad at the end, but as it gets closer to the tip, it's much narrower.
Yeah, this one kind of gets a little bit narrower as it goes down, but it's kind of like it's not like squared off at all. It's like rounded all the way down, but it does get a little bit narrower at the end.
So more like a steel than a normal sharpening stone. Oh, breaking news. Sarah's getting yelled at in the car park at her work.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
She's had there's a local pop star filming a video at her work today.
Yeah.
So?
That sounds like a pain in the butt.
Yeah, well, Sarah doesn't go for that celebrity stuff, but she says there's loads of people there going nonsense for the girl who's filming the video, and she just doesn't understand how people go nuts for celebrities and whatnot.
Yeah.
So she just doesn't give a fuck, but there's all these people around just being nonsense.
You know,
I'm like Sarah. When I worked at Disneyland and I'd see movie stars, I'm like, whatever. They're just normal people with fancy jobs, you know.
Listen, they put their pants on the same way you do, right? Something holds on to them and they jump in them. Okay, it's a job. So we had. It's funny, Blackie's mentioned that we had it was a movie that was being with Denzel Washington. It was like a train. It was like a runaway. I forget the name of it, but it was in our area, and all these people are flocking over there. I'm like, why?
Just to get a look. That's nuts.
I could see that same person on the TV screen walk past him in public and just be like, oh, hey, that guy's an actor, and I'll keep going. I don't do that. I'll give you an example. I was down in Vegas and I was at SEMA and Chip Foose was there. I went up, saw him, was like, all right, that's good enough for me. Boy, he looked fake too with all the makeup he had on. Oh, it's crazy. I was like, nah, I'm good.
That's how I felt when I worked at Disneyland. Some of them were nice and some of them were just flat. Like I met the gal that played Peg Bundy.
Oh,
Katie Sagal.
Yeah.
Totally a bitch. I mean, she was totally a bitch.
Good night, James Green.
See you, James. Take it easy.
Later, James.
Yeah,
and Nick Nolte, I met him before, and he was like, he was kind of small. He was a lot shorter than I thought he'd be, but boy, did he look rough.
Who is that? Nick Nolte?
Nick Nolte, yeah. He looked really rough.
I was thinking that, Patty, too, that the train that was like a runaway was called Runaway Train.
I wasn't sure, though. Like, you know, they do that and they name it something totally different, so I wasn't too sure. Patty's just being Patty to put a jab.
Oh my God, we had hi Ed, you should come up.
G'day, Ed.
We had a movie filmed when I lived in Livingston, Montana.
Yeah.
And they would there was like a couple weeks where they would shut down areas of town, like they shut down Main Street for a couple days because they were filming on Main Street, and I don't know, it was just kind of crazy. Then the movie came out, and oh my God, was it bad?
One of the B-rated chumpies.
It was fun to watch because I recognized all the places in town. Like they had a girl hiding in one of the dryers at the laundromat that I always used to go to and stuff like that. But the movie was Cowboys versus Dinosaurs. And it was really bad.
Heard about that.
It was really bad. Oh, Ed's sad. How come you're sad?
I have a feeling I know why. I'm going to look before I jab him.
His team must have lost the game.
They did. They lost.
Yeah.
Oh, listen here. Who cares? It's football. You win, you lose. They're making money more than us any stinking ways.
It's just a game played by rich people,
Yeah.
and they only get rich by playing the game.
Poor people that turned rich. I mean, went to their head.
Gonna play a game of sports ball.
Blackie, where did that pleco come from?
Originally from a fish shop.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had this guy for at least 10 years, maybe even
Oh,
closer to
okay.
15.
Okay. I'm just ruling out stuff here.
Yeah, right.
I'm reading all of these. You know, the OGs know all this crap, but you got to go back to the what you call them. They're not on YouTube and that stuff. They don't do that.
So Ed made another excuse called baby cat.
Yeah.
Got him that time. Fuck you, buddy.
Okay. If anybody's interested in art, these are the same ones I showed last time I streamed, but last time I streamed was like 4 weeks ago because of my injury had me not decapitated, but decommissioned for a while.
It probably felt like it, though. you burned
We got
yourself
Buffalo
right
here. If anybody's interested, the opening bidding on this one, unfortunately, is $200 because it's pretty good sized. And then I've also got this little frog, which is whatever you want to bid on it. And that's what I've got right now. And they're both on papyrus paper, which is kind of like a woven, really thin wood.
Did you speak to Mooney about your frog? Didn't she say something about your frog picture would be a good one to go on commission at her?
Oh yeah, she said she'd send me a message. Oh, I recognize that guy.
Yeah, nice. I can see a Pam artwork. Oh, Skipper's got a bunch.
I done
Yeah, I got an envelope with a couple for him going out too when I can get to the post office. That one I really like, the duck.
I thought that was the goose.
Or yeah, it was a goose, I guess.
Yeah,
But
this one's the goose. This was the golden eyes.
yes, you got a bunch coming too, grasshopper.
And then this is the blue herring.
Yeah.
And what did I do? I put a magnet on the back, and I see them whenever I look over on this
Oh, that's cool.
thing. Put them up there.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't.
That was one of the things when I was at that SEMA show was I did buy art. Don't ask me where it is right now.
Yeah, I got to get to town, but my leg has just given me fits and have not been able to even put pants on. But I think I can get pants on now, and hopefully I can get my boots on.
It's going to be like Christmas when you send that because I don't know what it is. I don't.
I don't remember either because the envelope is sealed, so I don't remember what's in there. But I know I think there's at least one and maybe two. I don't know.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I haven't. It's been like 4 weeks now since I burnt my leg, and it's just now starting to get healed up. So,
Oh my, that sucks. You'll be all right though.
yeah, it's healing. I mean, it's healing. And today I didn't even have to take any painkillers, which is the first day in 4 weeks that I haven't had to take painkillers to get through the day. So I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, it was pretty ugly. It was from like the top of my knee all the way down to my ankle and about 6 inches wide most of the way down. And it had no skin left or anything on it. It was
Pretty
nasty. It was nasty. But now I'm growing skin back. There's gonna be a couple places that are gonna be scarred, I'm sure, but you know, whatever. It's not like anybody's gonna look at my leg anyway.
Chicks dig scars. So I've got an update on Sarah's car park story.
Okay.
It wasn't at her car park and completely unrelated at her work, I should say. Completely unrelated to the filming of the music video. It was after she'd left work and was at the shopping centre to do groceries, and she apparently stole some lady's car park, so the lady went nuts at her.
Oh.
And apparently a car park opened up directly in front of the lady, and he, fucking idiots.
Yeah.
G'day, T.
Who's TJ? That's a new one for me.
Ooh,
No,
good
TJ,
reminder too. I have a nephew called TJ, and it's his birthday today, so must send him a message.
That'd probably be a good idea.
Yeah.
But TJ has a playlist of a couple year streams. That's cool. Hello, TJ.
A Karen at the car park. Yep, I would say so. Sounds like it.
Yes. Like I just said to her, car parks turn dickheads into even worse dickheads.
I still remember, and I've never told anybody this story before, but I went to the grocery store one day before my truck broke down, and I had wheels, but I parked my truck and I went in and got my groceries, and I came out and somebody had parked so close to my driver's door that I could not even squeeze in and get to my driver's door.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
I hate that.
I climbed in the passenger seat and sat there and waited, and this young gal came out, and she saw me sitting in the truck in the passenger side, and she got in her car and she started to back up, and I think she didn't know how to back up very well. I think she was scared she was going to hit me. So she just kind of like stopped and sat there and waited. And I know she was waiting for me to get in the truck and back out first. So I'm like, I'm not going to climb into the driver's seat over the console and stuff. And I've got time. I'll just wait for you.
You made your bed, lay in it.
Yep. So she finally got out of there, but she sat for quite a while. Like she'd kind of start to back up and then stop and then just sit there and look at me, waiting for me to leave or something. But no. I sat and made her do it.
Hit my truck, get me a new one, please do.
Yeah.
You dumbass.
Thing was, it was entirely on her because I was perfectly centered in the space, and she had crossed over the line, into my space too close to my truck. So
obviously driving backwards wasn't her only issue. She's got a few problems with forwards as well.
Yep.
Right? People are crazy.
I've been doing so many dash cam videos lately. It's ridiculous. I just start one video and go down wormholes.
Oh,
and the Australian ones are great.
Because my wife wanted us to buy one of them. I said, "Do you want to hear me cussing people out?"
You should watch some Australian dash cam videos. There's quite a lot of cussing people out and name calling and whatnot.
That could be a different channel. Probably should have bought it. It was Black Friday, but I didn't want to be in that line. I said, we're good. We don't need this.
If you do get one with a front and a back camera. You can make so many more creative videos out of front and back footage.
That'd be interesting. I may have to do that.
I'm very tempted because there's a lot of fucking idiot drivers in my town. I could make a 10-minute video every day from my 3-minute trip to the shops.
You could go 5 miles to a damn store and have good video content.
Yeah. I would subscribe to your channel if you made a channel just for that, Blackie, because there's nothing quite like cussing people out in an Australian accent. Just makes it that much better.
That's why I keep suggesting that people watch. There's 2 main Australian ones that I watch. There's one called Dashcam Owners Australia and Scott's Dashcam channel or something he's called. I'll have to look that one up. He does Australia and New Zealand, but
we should
basically
do
the same people.
We should do an Australian and redneck version of it.
Pretty much most of the people that you hear swearing and carrying on do sound like Australian rednecks. And Scott's Car Cameras is the other one that I watch. Both very good channels. Dashcam Owners Australia.
Freaking Huawei's on that shit. Holy hell.
Yeah, damn boy, I was about to type that in, but you got it first.
I think Huawei's stalking you, dude.
No, he's a very good listener, I've found. He listens and he responds.
He probably got that chat GBTQWYX thing.
I hope he's not talking smack about me while I can't see.
Oh, he did.
There we go. That's the other one. Yeah, if you want to hear Australians cussing out other drivers and some also crazy driving, check out those 2 channels. They're short videos too. Maybe the longest ones are like 20 minutes, so they drift by pretty quick.
I watch some of them videos where you see the car crashes of dummies, Yeah. It's like,
G'day, Benoxky.
Hey, what's up, bud? Yeah, it's just crazy.
And it gets addictive too because you want to, it's kind of, it's annoying seeing how ridiculous some people can be, but it's also fun to know that you're not the worst driver on the planet, that other people out there are freaking lunatics.
Right.
Has anyone heard of a new Christmas Carol movie that's supposed to be very scary? I haven't.
I saw that last night one. That was pretty good.
Yeah, Violent Nights. Like Blackie said, you gotta watch it. It is awesome.
Really?
Oh my gosh. So the gist of the story is a Santa Claus that ends up protecting a family. That's all I'm saying. You gotta watch it. It's not a top-notch movie, but I'm going to tell you, it's pretty damn good. I really enjoyed it.
I have a feeling that's probably not the one that TJ's talking about, though. If Christmas Carol might be a reference to that, was it Charles Dickens, the Ebenezer Scrooge one?
That Thanksgiving movie's back out. I don't know if that's it or not.
Oh yeah, I heard someone on a podcast who was the writer of a Thanksgiving horror movie. And now he's set himself a goal that he wants to do a horror movie for all the holidays, since it's, you know, I don't think there's been a Thanksgiving horror movie.
I don't know. I don't think there has been.
So yeah, that one just came out a couple of weeks before Thanksgiving, I think. Oops, I got to mute for a second.
Well, I'm looking up.
Yeah, what was he? David, I think he's David someone. He was in Stranger Things. He plays Santa Claus in Violent Night. It's not
Yes.
Holden, is it?
And that was actually a pretty damn good story.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It's a great movie.
Like, it goes back to how he started. And I was like, damn, he was a Viking. Was it a Viking warrior?
Yeah.
It was crazy. There's an all Christmas horror movies in 2011. Let's name it a lot.
Harbour, David Harbour, not Holden. He's been in some good stuff. I knew someone had noticed it, Kat. It was very hard to disguise, wasn't it?
There is one, actually.
One what?
There was Christmas Isn't Real. Horror movie that was released this year. It looks like a dude in a scene. Oh shit! Yeah, that may be okay. But you can't. That movie can't beat Krampus for Violent Nights. No.
Yeah, Krampus was a good one too. That was a few years ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit darker and eerier.
Mm-hmm.
A bit more of a horror movie than because Violent Night wasn't really a horror movie, is it? It's more just a violent movie. It's in the
reminded
name.
me of that. Violent Nights remind me of an action movie.
Yeah.
You know, like a Die Hard.
Die Hard. Yeah, that's what I was thinking
of
too.
Christmas. I loved it. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah. And he played the character so well.
Oh man, he was great.
I think we'll see his name in movies for a long, long time to come.
Yeah.
He's only getting better and better.
Yeah, I think you're going to.
He played a Russian dude in one of the Marvel movies as well. What was the Black Widow? Maybe I think he was in that as some Russian hero, or maybe he was a villain.
What's his name again?
David Harbour, but Harbour spelt the proper way, not the American way.
What's the proper way?
H-O-U-R at the end.
Harbor.
There's a Thanksgiving horror movie.
Like
True
them,
boys.
but with
We all eating good. He started a movie this year, that Gran Turismo movie.
I haven't seen that.
I didn't either. It's based off the video game. He was in Black Widow. That's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured it must have been that one because she was a Black Widow is a Russian chick, isn't she? So that would make the most sense.
Essentially, yeah, she was. He was in Hellboy? Really?
Yeah, didn't he? He was in the new Hellboy, he was Hellboy because I guess Ron Perlman was getting too old to play it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see it now, yeah. He's played a lot of movies, man.
Mm.
Ron Perlman was great in that series, The Motorcycle Gang. What was that?
You ain't talking about Sons of Anarchy, are you?
Oh yeah, Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SOA.
That was a good series. It's
Yeah.
funny. We were just talking about his old lady, Peg Bundy.
Yeah.
I heard that
Yeah.
name come up today.
Yeah, I heard someone talking the other day about they were a guest on the one podcast that I was listening to, but they have their own podcast, and they interviewed the cast of Futurama for one of their podcasts, and she was the only one that refused to do it. All the other, quite famous people who do the voices and whatnot were quite willing to do it, but yeah, it was a bit below her to go and do a podcast.
And she don't care about the character that she played.
It's just a paycheck.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not getting paid enough for this. Whatever.
Well, I was able to scroll back up to just above where Ed said he wished he could make somebody a mod, but I don't know who that was.
He was talking about Wyway.
Oh, well, he made me one. It's been a year.
Thanks for that info too, Bob.
All you
No,
gotta
yeah.
do is go to YouTube and right click and make him a mod.
He didn't. It was James, because James used to do that stuff. Share channel. It was James that did it. But yeah, I looked at several things and read things and looked at pictures closely, and that's what looks like it most and makes the most sense. I looked at a lot of tissue and a lot of pictures.
Thanks for doing that. I'll give it a further look into. Now that you've put the hard yards in, I'll do the easy stuff at the end.
I hope it's not that. I don't know what the diagnosis for that. I mean, you know how the outcome of that is, but it doesn't sound good.
Yeah,
It could be a benign thing. I don't know.
fingers crossed.
I hope I'm
He
not.
has that guy you were talking about has 7 other projects coming up.
David Harbour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon he'll be a busy boy in the next decade, and then probably we'll still be talking about him in 30 years when he's an old man and still acting.
Yep. He has a video game he's going to be a voice of. A TV series that looks like it's probably going to be a comic. Stranger Things again.
Is there another one coming of Stranger Things?
Yep.
I haven't seen it.
What else can they do?
IMDb. Yeah.
What is that? IMDb. BD.
It's
Internet Movie Database.
yeah.
Redbeard.
Oh, hey, look who showed up. Baby cat must have moved. Hello, Ed.
She did move.
No.
Hey, Ed.
No.
Ron Perlman
Sorry.
wanted to do a third movie, but they left that franchise and started a whole new one. So it's a whole different Hellboy like storyline.
Huh.
Which was a shame, but it wasn't that Hellboy wasn't bad. So
Yeah, I
it
haven't
was
seen
more
it.
true to the comic books.
I never
The
saw
new one
any.
is. You're saying the new Hellboy was more true to the comic books, Ed?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But I don't think it did well at the box office, so they're not going to probably make a second one of that either.
No. I am.
They probably will if David Harbour keeps making good movies.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. You never know. And if he's willing to do another one of those. He was excellent.
I still remember Ron Perlman from that old 80s TV show Beauty and the Beast, where he played that lion dude that lived in the sewer.
Yeah, that was him. Yeah, I remember that.
Never seen it.
And
I was just thinking about that last week.
Linda Hamilton, I think, played the girl, didn't she?
You're right.
I don't mean to be.
Heck, before she
rude,
got
but
buff.
I didn't know. Do what?
I was born in '82, so I don't remember.
Well, I was going to say, Blackie, I didn't
Oh my
realize.
God, you're such a kid.
Yeah. I had no
I
idea. You were
I
that young.
graduated in 1973, so that goes to show how old I am.
I didn't mean to remind you how young my old ass is.
That's the year I graduated, Pam.
Well, yeah, we're the same age, Bob.
No, we're not. You're older than me.
I love this.
I was born in 73.
You were, Ed?
Yep.
Damn it.
Me and Ed are almost the same age.
Hey, Ed, have you had a chance? I know you've been sick, but have you had a chance to talk to G since he was on Fish Mafia? Was it last week or the week before? The hotel guy in Memphis?
Oh, I have not. Somebody contacted me about getting a Tennessee Fish Mafia shirt that I didn't know who it was, but they wanted to
Bob
buy
Taylor.
one. What? No. But I don't know who it was that was asking. But I told him I'd try to set up my Etsy page finally and just put the shirts on for now and then put other stuff. But my sister's now sick too. Everybody in my family's sick.
Oh.
Super spreader.
It's not this new COVID, I hope.
No, we don't have the COVID. It's just a sinus infection that doesn't want to go away.
Yeah, it's that bad cold. I had that for about a month.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Well, I'm just telling you. It sucks. My dad has it right now.
Skipper, your dad must be my age, Pam's age.
No.
Not that old.
He's 63.
Wow. I'm older than your daddy. I mean, Pam's older than your daddy.
I got grandpa and grandma up here on screen. I apologize. Sorry I couldn't help myself.
Pam, are you a grandma?
No, I'm not.
I'm not a grandpa. I've got a bunch of nephews and nieces and greats. The greats are wearing me out, I'll tell you.
I got a bunch of kids, but no grandkids.
You got
Listen, if
kids.
you got greats, you're just great something. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a grandpa. It could be a great uncle, great aunt.
Every time somebody farts, they think I ought to be there, and I'm like, guys,
I'm a great uncle.
are you?
Yeah, like
I am too.
multiple times.
Yeah,
There's a fresh one coming soon. Actually, the week after the expo, I have one of my nieces is due to be delivering a baby.
Oh, that's
G'day,
right.
Sandy.
You were
Have
talking
they figured out who the father is?
No, they know who the father is. They're
Oh, good.
very happily together couple. He's a Navy lad.
I was just being silly. I'm sorry.
No, that's
You
all
know,
good.
my
Don't mind
first
silly.
grade is Cole, my nephew that goes to the events sometimes with me. He's 22, so that was the first one. And the last one just turned 12, I guess. He's the one that looks like Robert. It's just like him, I think.
I gotta find a.
Thanks, Grasshopper.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. I got to send him an email.
I gotta see
Yeah, I
if
got-
Ryan is still bad mouthing my team.
I've got 4
Hey,
great
Sandy.
nephews and 1 great niece, and I think the one that's coming is a girl as well. But yeah, hopefully she doesn't go into labour early because my sister, who's going to be the grandmother, is supposed to be looking after my folks while we're away at the expo.
When's the expo? In like just
This
a couple
weekend
weeks
coming
now,
up.
isn't it? Huh?
No,
This
it's this
weekend
week.
coming up?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And there was a couple of really shitty occurrences that happened. Sarah's oldest son flew down to Sydney to pick up a new truck, or ute, we call them here, and came back with COVID.
Oh, no.
So they had, she's been super stressed out already with the expo and whatnot, and then having a kid in her house with COVID, jeopardizing everything was very, 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 very terrible for her as well.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he
How
basically
old
stayed.
is he?
He's 19.
He's old enough to kick out.
Well, the funny thing is, well, not the funny thing, but the silly thing, I guess, was that when he came back, because he flew down to Sydney and then drove the truck back, but he went back to his dad's place first, which is in the town where I live. And realistically, he should have just stayed there instead of going back and risking Sarah and the younger two boys as well. But, you know, I don't have any say in that.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I gotta
sorry,
go find a razor.
I didn't answer any of your questions earlier in the chat about the expo, but hopefully I answered them all there, whoever was asking about the expo earlier.
Hey, George.
So you got everything ready to go?
I think so. I mean, I've got everything that, well, I've still got to pack a bag and toiletries and all that stuff, which I'd actually just clicked this morning and went, oh, actually, I better wash some clothes and pack a bag, get that started. Because I've got to leave here in a couple of days to go up to Sarah's so we can practice packing the van. But yeah, now that there's a potential risk of COVID in her house, I was going to go up there on Wednesday, but now I'm going to probably just go up on Thursday and cut it fine so we're not exposed. But he's apparently passed. He's not, he's better, but I'm not sure if he's tested again yet. So.
Yeah, but you better be careful while you're there because you don't want to bring it back to your house.
Exactly.
It's just the flu.
Yeah, but my parents are both very old and
Yeah.
decrepit, so if I bring any flu back to the house, they could be in big trouble.
I got the new and improved COVID shot when I got my flu shot in September, I think.
Did it knock you around, or was it okay?
I couldn't tell anything about it. I didn't notice. I think I was kind of sick then anyway, but I lied to him. I think I had that cold thing y'all were talking about. Had something for a couple of weeks, but I didn't tell him I didn't have a fever. So
I'm here. My camera's just like being glitzy, so I just like set it to where it doesn't show me.
G'day, balls.
Yeah, I'm doing a trip. I'm doing a trip to California in February.
From where are you now?
Pennsylvania. So
how big a drive is that?
Oh, I'm flying. Screw that shit. That's cross country, dude. That's easy.
Yeah, it's all the way across the United States.
That's what I was thinking. That's a long drive.
That's like 48 hours, I think. No, I'm gonna fly. Screw it. We're flying. No.
I mean, I've got a fairly reasonable sense of the map of the US, and I figured Kentucky was a heck of a long way from California.
Oh no! When I said Pennsylvania, that's another name for Pennsylvania.
Ah, right. Even that's just a little bit north of Kentucky, then.
Yeah.
Anyway, isn't it? So it's still
northeast.
A hefty drive.
It's like 8 to 12 hours, depending upon what part you're going to.
Oh, George, if you go to Florida, that's just 6 or 7 hours, depending on where you're at.
He's in California, so
right.
That's all the way across the United States too.
Right, but Florida is close to me. Close enough. Ed, I bet you'd be up for a Florida trip, a weekend trip.
Sure. I got to drop something off at LRB's house.
There you go. Is it a?
How's he doing? I haven't spoke to him for a long time.
He's doing good. He's he wants 4 of my axolotl caves. So I was gonna give them to him at Aquashella, but since they canned me, I didn't go. Well, they didn't
Sounds
can me, they just took all my privileges away. They
Yeah.
wanted me to work just for free.
Ah, that's awfully kind of them.
I know that feeling, Ed. That happened to me too.
Yeah, it did.
Aquashella.
Where do you look?
Well, mine was Keystone Clash. I got demoted.
Really?
I said I quit.
Really? I didn't know all that.
It was more backstage stuff. I had
Yeah. I heard there was a lot of backstage stuff going on there. Yeah, I heard about
Dude.
some of it.
I could so like ruin it, but I'm not going to. I could. And it's not the event itself, it's the person running it. And I don't care if he's here right now because I had enough.
Is it just that they're turning these fun things into like more corporate business kind of affairs and
No.
trying to run them?
No.
Well,
At
I don't mean.
Aquashella.
I don't mean this. I don't mean this in a derogatory way at all. Is it that little queen? Okay.
Little what?
Little queen. Sweet little girl.
It's gone over my head, so
Yeah.
your code is good.
I'm looking to see where. What's going on with Braden, Aquaboss? Oh, how nice. Make-A-Wish Foundation for Braden.
Awesome. That's great.
Is that the one that helps you sometimes in the fish room? I think it is.
Yeah, it's the boy with Listen,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Listen. I hope that works out for you. That'd be great.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to intrude on that, of course. I thought maybe you and Wifey were going, and I don't know what I was thinking.
That's awesome. Good. I'm glad. Yeah, oh, listen, he'll love that. Oh my God. I've been to both places. And I'm gonna tell you all have some fun.
Let's get ready to rumble. You think, Patty?
She knows everything that I'm talking about because her and I had to vent to somebody.
Yeah. Patty?
Yeah.
Patty knows things that normal people don't.
I know that.
It's
Yeah.
crazy because me and Patty are much alike. That's why we'll butt heads sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love her though.
I'm glad that somebody does.
Oh, it's the 6-year-old. Yeah, I remember. I remember. Do
I
I?
heard that, Ed.
Is there anyone that doesn't butt heads with Patty at some stage? It's what she specializes in.
Me and Patty get along really good.
Listen, I'm going to tell you.
I love Patty. I never butt heads with her because she just makes me laugh. She can't
So-
insult me because she makes me laugh.
I got a story. I was actually on a stream with Pam one night, and I caught a message that somebody was going somewhere live because somebody was talking shit about that person. I was in my garage. I was drinking, so I was like, yep. I said, Pam, I'll be right back. And I went over to that stream. I was ready to go, and Patty told me to calm down because I was ready to fight for her. Yeah, it was. I'll never forget that. So after it's said and done, I came back to Pam Street. My God, that was about 2 years ago, I think.
That was that night that Pam unmodded you, I bet.
Probably.
I didn't unmod him. He was talking in the chat, and he said that only the channel owner could time out a mod. So I decided to
That's
check it
right.
out and see if it
I
worked.
remember that.
Yeah.
She was talking shit, so I started talking shit, and it just
And I timed him out.
really, Skipper. Here, I'm like, oh shit.
Well, she everythinged you for a few minutes then.
Oh no, she got me good. That was funny as hell. I'll never forget that.
We laughed our asses off about that.
You can't talk shit to me. Yeah, I did, and then I lost. And I was on stream at the same time, damn it.
Yeah. Fought the law and the law won.
That was funny.
You found out.
Yeah.
How am I going to get one of your t-shirts, Skipper?
We'll figure it out. But I'll make sure you get it, though, because I'm not like some other people.
Oh.
I wish I could get one of Skipper's t-shirts too.
Well,
Order it.
I tried to go on there and order it, and I had trouble. You know, I'm not a technician with all this stuff.
We're not spring chickens like you.
I'm not neither. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I want the color you're wearing, Skipper, and an XX.
All right.
But I'll send you the money before if you can get on there and tell me. I can PayPal you or however it needs to be.
Okay.
And there'll be shipping though from there or you just order it to this address. That's what you said, I think.
Yeah.
I'll send you my address again.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Never keep up with addresses. I've been looking for yours, Ed, to send you your art. I got you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. Because by the time I see you, it'll be like the Dead Sea Scrolls. It's canvas.
Ryan, I use Zazzle, and it can be a pain in the butt, I guess.
I use what's Spring.
Teespring. But I was told about this one's a better quality than that.
It is.
But just more not user friendly to.
I've heard about Teespring that sometimes their quality's good and sometimes it's not. It's kind of a
I think Teespring just takes whatever's off the shelf or
I've
whatever
got
they
it.
got in
Well,
stock, if it's good or bad.
My long sleeve shirt that I've had probably 4 or 5 years, it's done great. I wore it in the parade last night. But a couple other things I've had, just like a regular t-shirt. My blue shirt t-shirt that's where I got it, real pretty blue. The logo came right off of it, like 4 or 5 washings.
yeah. I just had a shirt
Well,
that did that too. It was like 2 or 3 washings and you can't even read it anymore.
Yep. So
That's what happened with Kenny E's shirt he bought for himself. Sucked. He was so mad, and mine's been good for years. And same quality, or same, I didn't buy a higher quality one. He just got a lower quality
I think,
one.
like I said, I think Teespring it varies and you don't know what you're going to get. Sometimes they're really good and sometimes they aren't.
And
They just look for a green shirt that size.
They definitely shouldn't put them in the dryer as well, because dryer always fucks up those kind of prints. You got to air dry them.
I always air dry my t-shirts. I always drape them over the top of the fan or something.
yeah,
I've dried this one a couple times, and it's weird. It's not like some of them ones you get. It's like you can feel like you hit the edge, and it's like real thick. This is not. Like it goes right in line with it. All right.
I did message or fill out a report thing to Teespring. and they messaged me back. I think I said that already. I was just seeing PNW's comment
You say XL?
at double 2X.
Bob's
Oh, you're
shirt
like-
doesn't come in my size.
Yeah, that said that. That's why I went on there, Ed. Actually, it's because you've asked me like 2 years to get them in your size, and Huawei messaged me and said the only thing on there is these leggings, and it says it's something else, and the picture won't even open. So I'm like, what the hell? So I messaged them like, where's all of my stuff? So they said they'd get back to me within 24 hours. What's your size, Ed?
3X.
Okay. How I'm going to wear a 2X and you're a 3X?
Because I'm a big fatty.
No, I'm bigger than you. I'm bigger than you, right?
I doubt it.
Yeah. When I wash mine, I don't dry them. I hang them up. And if they are going to be too small, I stretch them out a little. I'd rather have it sizable. Need a small.
I don't. I just stick everything in the washing machine in the dryer. I don't care what color it is or anything. I just do it.
Right.
I got enough clothes. I'm not working extra hard for it. Damn it. Stupid clothes making me mad.
I had to wear a button-up shirt in the Tennessee Fish Mafia because I didn't have anything clean or dry.
That's the first time I've heard an American call it a button-up shirt.
Yeah. Well, that's what old people used to call them, a button-up shirt or a button-up.
I thought you called them button-downs.
Button-down collar.
I call them
Button-down
button-ups.
shirts. Yeah, right. Good. All right. I've been misled.
Well, I'm kind of a weirdo.
There is that. Ed, you see what Patty said. You've lost a ton of weight. Don't listen to him. I am bigger.
Aw.
I know I am. Several times I saw you, I was bigger. And I commented the first couple of times on how much you lost. But if you're going to dry it up to a Chihuahua size, I better get the triple X on there. Deport me? I don't know. Depends on where you're sending me. I might be up for it.
I put my Wonga pigeon seed tray in the wrong spot. I can't see it from my seat, but I can hear him there. You ever seen a Wonga pigeon? They're very, very cute.
No, but there's something I was going to ask you about, but I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah,
do you know what are they called? Normally I know what they're called. You guys help me out here.
If it's on the tip of your tongue, grab it off.
Not really.
And put
I
it
can't
in
think.
your ear.
What's it in reference to?
Manatees. Did you know you guys have a type of a manatees over there?
Yes, we
But you
call
call
them
it something
dugongs.
different? A
Dugong.
dugong. What do they look like? Oh, where'd Skipper go?
Same as a manatee.
Oh.
Skipper said he's tired of your stuff, Ed.
Skipper said, never speak of manatees around me.
He messaged me and said, I'm tired of Ed's stuff. I'm out of there.
I think the main difference is they have a slightly different shape to their tail, but apart from that, they look almost identical.
Oh,
Like one's a little
yours,
bit more rounded than the other.
marsupials?
No,
Do they lay eggs?
no.
Your question.
They should. No wonder nobody talks about them in Australia because they're not very cool.
I have a friend of mine who was a marine biologist, and he used to go out every year on the Great Barrier Reef and areas up on the Queensland coast and do counts of the dugongs. That was one of his areas of study.
Hey, Skipper.
Yeah, my computer went on the fritz.
You got it, Pat.
So correct me then. I mean, or some Americans do call button-up shirts button-down shirts. Yeah.
That's all I've ever heard, and I've been here a minute.
What are you
Well, you
making,
call
Ed?
them. Wait, no, I thought they were button-up shirts. I think I say button-up shirts. I don't say button-down. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
just
I always say button up too.
you're not a.
I'm sure it's just one of those localized things.
Yeah, you guys are not from the South. You don't.
well, I'm
Button
from
down,
the
button up.
South, but I
Right.
just say button shirts.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat, it might have been Sarah, said dress shirts. I've heard
Yeah.
that. Dress shirts.
Uh-huh.
Dress shirts are just fancier ones that don't necessarily have buttons on the cuffs, so you need to wear cufflinks with a dress shirt.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I think I own one, but it's like 27 years old and probably yellow now and not white.
What are you making, Ed?
A bar.
A what?
Oh my god, I'm on the big screen. I'm like, it's either going to be a garage or a bar.
Or a fireplace.
Well, I don't want it to catch on fire,
There
but
you-
it's going to be for my GI Joes to
Oh, okay.
To drink at.
Yeah. But it's actually going to be for the dreadnoughts, so I thought I would make it look real Cajun-y and like it's in the swamp. And I thought I would like take one of these. Oops, there goes everything. One of these. And oh, this doesn't light up. How does it work? Oh, there must not be batteries. Oh, I'm holding the wrong.
Yeah, it's got to be plugged in, or you've got to push the right button.
Well, you can't even see it because but if it was
Yeah.
dark in here, you could see it.
I can tell.
I'm gonna have this like at the top of the bar, and I've got two of them.
Cool.
So, because these are like bad guys that look like biker guys from Australia. You know, they're the dreadnoughts. They're from Australia, but they look like they're supposed to be knockoffs of the Road Warrior from the Road Warrior series. Does that help? Mad
Yeah,
Max.
I know what you're talking about.
Do you know what the dreadnoughts were?
No. Weren't they just
I'll
a
go get two of
particular unit of soldiers? Oh, I know what your dreadnoughts are. Yeah, I've seen them.
What? I bought two in boxes now too. So I have like two professional ones too, but then I've got all mine. So I've got a whole bunch of them, and I thought I would do like a big cool scene because they like to hang out at their bar or their garage. They have a bar and a garage. So
Sketty
I go
Nona
to-
says G.I. Joe wants Barbie to work at the bar.
she should be pretty big. I'd have to probably get Skipper because she's about 2 inches shorter.
What's the name of the bar?
I heard that.
Oh, I forgot that your name is Skipper too. No, Barbie's little sister's name is Skipper.
Yeah.
Did you know that, Skipper?
Yeah.
I forgot that your name is Skipper too.
I wonder if that's why they named you Skipper.
No, it's just my Heinz 57 last name.
Yeah. Skipper the Third.
There was the Skipper in a short video in college.
Like Gilligan's Island.
Yep. Because there was this kid in the class that looked just like, was it his name David Dustin? You know, whatever, Gilligan. He looked just like Gilligan, but his name was Rich, not Gilligan. But So we did like a commercial. That's what it was. And I hit him with my skipper hat.
What was Gilligan's last name? His real name was Bob something.
Wasn't it Bob
Bob
Dustin?
Denver. Bob Denver.
Yes, sir. You're right.
I remember some things.
Sneaks. Blackie knows names too.
Good job. I said skipper, Blackie. Skipper
What's
didn't
that?
do anything. I almost said good job, skipper, to you.
Yeah.
I'm not in the right mind.
It's
You
just
seem
football, Ed.
No, I think they ought to just give up on the season because their wide receivers are so bad. They lead the league in drops by double digits more than anyone else. It's terrible.
Is this your KC Chiefs?
Yep. I feel sorry for the quarterback. We got the super quarterback, and everybody throws to drops the ball.
Hey Pam, is Pam still there?
But
Yeah,
I
gotta
just
be.
don't see you. Will you blow me up for a minute?
yes, I will, Jack.
That's Jock to you. He's sitting there. She's sitting there looking at me, and she's got her butt in the water bowl that I just filled up earlier.
It's such a pretty snake.
Oh, here's that last egg she was sitting on. It's petrified.
Yeah, I think that's done.
Yeah. It doesn't stink, though, so it's kind of cool. I'll just keep it there.
Ain't that jerky?
Yep. Oh, that's a good idea. I could start snake egg jerky.
Ooh.
You want to come out? You going to bite? No, she's not going to bite. She's a good girl. She's not going to bite.
Don't name her Patty.
She needs
Cat
a good
says-
name.
There you go, Cat. That's not Orchid then. It needs a name.
No, it's not Orchid. She's about half the size of Orchid. It does need a name.
Oh, wow. I just happened to glance down at Instagram, and if anyone follows the Nature is Metal page on Instagram, there's a pretty wicked picture of a carpet python taking a looks like a brush-tail possum. Oh, has dropped it.
Oh, no.
Brush tail possum?
Yeah.
So you have... Ooh. You can take me down, Pam.
I
You
did.
Good. Yeah, but on this mine, I wasn't. No.
I switched cameras. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Barely.
Skipper anymore.
Certainly not as well.
Oh, it's because it's further away.
Barbecue. I get it.
Hey, Floyd. People have been asking about your kid. Floyd just flew in.
I saw that. I
Where you
I
been?
saw that the other day. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Let me
Oh,
put her
that-
back. He didn't like the snakes.
How's
So
Sandy
much.
doing?
Sandy's great. Yeah. He's doing good.
Does Sandy know that she's the boss? She's the
Sandy's
OG
not.
snake?
She's not the boss anymore. No,
Well, she's the OG.
she's the OG, but she's not the boss. Come
Oh,
here,
that's
Floyd.
bad.
Come here, Floyd. I think Orchid's the boss. Come on, boy. Come on. Huawei's on here. He was screaming Huawei. It's like he knows when the screams are earlier. Come on. Huawei's here. Come on. Floyd. Don't mess with that. Come here.
It's a pretty impressive effort. Those things are the size of a house cat.
Yeah, I saw that.
Is it a bat?
No, it's a possum. That's a brush-tail possum.
Oh, now I see it.
How did it get it? I mean, where was the possum to start with?
probably, I would imagine, up in those rafters as well.
Oh.
Oh, it dropped.
Killed it though.
Can you hear me now
Where
better?
Are you sure? Wake up.
Yeah, that's better, Skip.
Ah,
Where
well,
the
my
video
phone-
starts and the possum's head's already in the snake's mouth, so we don't see the
learned
bits
something.
before.
I still
I
have
didn't-
Is the snake poisonous?
No, it's not venomous either.
I might be getting a carpet. One of the reptile channels I follow that's a rescue. I'll see you later. All of the anything they have, no matter how expensive it would be to buy it, is $50. If it, once they've got it ready to be adopted, and they've got a female jungle coastal carpet. Does that sound right,
Nice.
Blackie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
she's-
anything with jungle in its name should have really nice yellows.
She's beautiful. She's just what I've been looking for like a year. Not. I mean, seriously, I could have got one, but it's a rescue thing. And he said, and he's going to come on reptiles. He was going to come on this past Friday, and I forgot it. I didn't get him scheduled, so I told him I wanted to set it up again. Susie Q is going to be our guest on the 8th, so I'm going to see if he'll come the next Friday.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's got a lot of cool reptiles. Floyd, come here. Don't be that way. Doing a parrot strut across the aquarium. Here he is. He's good about coming when I tell him to, but he don't stay put. Look here. Pam, say hello.
Hello there. Hello
Pam.
there.
It's Pam. Say hi there. When he gets up in the morning, he says hi there to the cats. He doesn't speak to the dogs, but the cats, says hi to. Hi
That's
there.
cool.
Yeah. Pam's on there.
Hi there.
Listen. Yeah.
Did I also send you guys the recent update pictures of Joshua's enclosures?
Yes.
Yes, they were pretty cool.
Well, it depends on how recent.
I'm kicking myself that I didn't take a bunch of photos because I had to duck down there the other day and borrow a couple of tools to fix some toilets, and the cages, all four of them, were laid out and looking lovely, and I didn't take any pics because I was on fixing toilet mode. But then later on, Josh sent me the pictures with the beginning, middle, and getting closer to the end one.
Come on. There he needs a scratch. Come on. You want a head scratch or not? Faker. There.
Talky bugger.
I know it. He fakes me off a lot. You want your neck
What are
done?
you doing, mate?
Scratching his head, rubbing his neck now.
You're a unit.
Good boy.
That's a good way to look at it, Cragos. It's not very nice, but it's a good way to look at it. Bloody currawong. Oh, what did you just cough up, mate? You've been eating my currawong's just landed on my gate right here, 3 meters away from me, and just gone and coughed up a big black ball of something.
Nice.
He's been.
Is that a bird?
Yeah. It's like a cross between a magpie and a crow. They're very, very dorky, crafty, sneaky, sly birds. And he's been flying into my chili bushes and picking ripe chilies off my chili bush.
Oh.
It's like I'm about to cut the chilies off and harvest them, and he comes along and steals them.
That's kind of personal, Patty. It's amazing that snake can swallow something that big. I mean, I know it can, but
Yeah, I want to. If you're talking about that one that Pam just showed off Instagram,
yes.
I'd like to see the continued video where the snake actually goes down and finishes the possum off.
Yeah.
Right?
You remember the snake that I had to assist feed in Pam's stream like a month ago?
Yeah.
Well, it still hadn't eaten, so I didn't have any pinkies today. So I picked out the smallest frozen mouse and thawed it. Got it down most of the way, but it spit it back out. I made a video, but I haven't posted it. I may not. So I've got to get some more pinkies. I have live pinkies, but I don't want to kill them. I don't want to kill them.
You ain't going to kill them if you're just feeding it.
Huh?
You're not
Maybe
killing them. Snake is.
Hey, Chappie.
The snake won't do it.
Oh my
Hey,
God,
Chappie.
Chappie's here.
Yep.
Everybody shut up. Let Chappie talk.
Oh no. Good for Bill. Patty, what are you talking
Does
about?
Chappie still do his show?
I think he's been pretty busy.
He works too hard.
Yeah, he's working too much right now.
I
He
wonder if
says
I'm
he's
still a member.
marketing.
I don't remember that GRB, but I wish I did. Hosanna. I don't know what Patty's talking about the co-op's left tubes.
Left tooth?
She said, has anyone tried the co-op's new left tubes yet?
Oh, so, all right, I know she's talking about. Give me a second. She's talking about there is a kit that you can get to add an extension to the lift tubes on the sponge filters.
Oh.
I have not used them, but they look cool. And if you got a deep enough tank, I'm sure they'd work.
I was thinking about the co-op, farmers co-op, because I go there a lot for stuff, for the art.
So
Wait, we're renaming you Patty, George. Sorry. Everybody's going to call you Patty now.
Oh, Uncle Balls. I'm sorry, George. So I looked at that. I already got actual sponge filters that do that anyways. It came with that. It came with that feature.
Yeah.
It works pretty good. What it does less bubbles. It lets them break up. George wants to come up. Pam.
Links in the chat,
I threw
George.
the link in the
If
chat.
George comes up, I'm leaving. I'm just teasing.
I just put the link up a little bit ago.
Hey, I just read the description on that snake eating the possum video, and apparently that possum had a joey on it as well. And the
Yeah, I saw that.
humans that filmed it rescued the baby possum and left the dead mother for the
Hello, everybody.
snake.
Hey, George.
Hey, George.
So,
Hi, George.
Hey, Patty.
Skipper
Hello,
was
George.
telling me right now it works great. I understand. So, let me show you actually. You know the Chinese ones, the cheap ones on Amazon, they have like a little lift tube from the back and it's got a little plastic and then it got another tube. I can show you what I'm talking
That's the
about.
ones I'm talking about. That's the ones I have.
So, is it the same thing as this right here? Like, almost like this? Is it, if it's the same thing as this thing is no good. What I'm trying to say, look, right here, inside this thing right here. Let me take it apart really quick.
I have that.
It's not even easy to take apart. Look how hard it is. Gotta have dry hands and
Just spit on
anyway.
it.
No, it's clogged. So what's happening? I saw the sponge filter. It has the outside thing, and it looks like the lift's going right in there. It's got the long thing, right? So with the hard water, with these cheap Chinese ones, it clogs it, guys. This is not good for me. It doesn't work unless I use it only for soft water. Because of the hard water, it gets clogged. If the aquarium co-op's doing the same thing, that's not good. I saw the review also. Now, I would have done something different because it was aquarium co-op and they already have their own filter. Instead of having that thing, you just sit on it, I would have had a little nozzle coming in, going down that hole, so it will go down to the bubbles and lift it up higher. But
Yeah.
his is different. I'm gonna buy one just to try it to see. I mean,
Right.
I can talk all day long. I use my filters a long time. The Chinese ones, I have to clean them all the time. So I took it out finally. The hole in this one is right in there. You can make it work by drilling a bigger hole. I did, still clogging, guys. It's still clogging. It's not working good. So
Yeah, it's one of the problems
that's
you
my
face with
question.
hard water, isn't it?
I mean, people doing nice things, I understand for the hobby. That's great. The lift tube, it's going around and make the water go. But if it's gonna clog every month or so, it's not convenient for some of us, right? We need to try it. It's a new product. Some of us need to try it and keep the word out. You know how it's working. That these Chinese ones are no good, guys. They're like
So
$2.50 each.
I have that same one you're talking about, and I know the company. Mine is not working well. I was thinking it was the air pump, but it's the actual filter. But then I have a different one that has the uplift tube, and the airline goes at the bottom of it, and they're clogging up too. But the ones that have the airlines that go down in the center seems to be a heck of a lot better.
So you know
Did
they
you-
have different
are you
sizes,
in-
right? They have different color ones. The black and white ones, they weren't working. The green one, I have it still. That one doesn't clog for some reason. There's a longer one, green. It's one filter instead of having two on there. That one never clogged. I've been using it with the hot water. Okay,
where
guys.
you are, Skipper, you got hard or soft water? Because I reckon.
Well, the
I
water
reckon
in Bellflower was like so hard that I mean it
I have
was like
neutral water.
liquid cement. It's really hard water. I know because I had a discus tank and I bought my water from one of those water filter stores for my tank because the water there was so damn hard.
That's true.
Mine's actually pretty soft.
Damn, I bred the discus that I had here in that hard water, by the way, and I hatched the eggs.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but it was my technique. It was my way. I did it the way I did stuff. You know, not everybody's gonna be able to succeed like that. I explained what I did is I took the same water, I just put it inside the tank with a pitcher and methylene blued it, and I put the eggs in there, and they did hatch. 90% hatch rate.
Nice.
350 parts per million water, and they did hatch.
That's a good result.
It's like this, guys. Some of the hobby in the saltwater side, they have certain corals. We're buying them, and they die right away. And some people, the same coral they have, they give it to you. It's like bulletproof. It doesn't matter. It doesn't die. It stays alive. The reason, because one is aquaculture, meaning that it's been in the hobby for over 15, 20 years. They've been taking the same piece, cutting it, reselling it to other people who are growing it. So it hasn't been in the ocean. So the discus is the same thing. The angel is the same thing. The ones that come from the wild, those are the only ones need soft water to breed. And the ones that are in the hobby, trust me, if you are doing soft water, you're wasting your breath and your time, your effort, and your filters. Sorry, that's my opinion. Huh?
You should never
Is that the
apologize
beautiful
for your
bird?
opinion, man.
I love that bird.
I can't believe he's in here with us tonight. He likes to stay and look at his.
Hi there, Floyd. Hi there.
Which what Blackie was asking me about my water. It's actually almost RODI water because of our water treatment facility.
Lucky.
We're still clogging also.
See you, Ryan. Take it easy, dude.
Bye, Ryan. Good luck with your Raiders.
That didn't sound bitter at all.
Not at all. Fish Tank Barn did a review on co-op filter.
It's going to be like this. And I'm going to make this top box like a great big sign. Oh, I'm going to put the name of the bar across the front of this box. And then I'm going to put LEDs up inside here so they shine down underneath onto the bottom of that
Oh, cool.
part of the bar. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yep.
Or I could make it a garage. So this goes up inside like this.
It's pretty cool.
I won't ever take any pictures from this angle. It'll always be from this angle.
Right.
Once
So
I
what
spray
is
paint
that
and
gonna
everything,
be?
you won't be able to tell they're boxes.
Is that it's gonna be stand for the GI Joe? You said.
Yeah, well, it's going to be like a bar for the GI Joes to walk into.
Okay.
What's the name of their bar, or did you say that?
I honestly don't know what it's called. I
Oh,
could look it up.
inquiring minds. Floyd wants to know.
They have the name for their hangout. They changed the way it looks, so nobody knows where their headquarters is. What's the name of the Dreadnoughts from GI Joe's bar?
Would you stop? Stop.
Is that your Christmas tree? Very cute.
Yeah, that was a couple years ago. I took some pictures of it. Little
Thank
tiny
you.
tree.
Pam's being sneaky with green screen tonight.
Yeah.
So, Keller's Aquatic, you were trying to breed the ball pythons. Did you have any success?
They locked several times, many times, but the female decided. Well, of course, you breed them. She didn't do anything with it. So Floyd
Well,
said
now,
no.
because you bred her, that's a good thing. In the next few months, this is the season right now when it's cooling down. You keep the hot spot warm and the room is, it gets cooler a little bit. So it triggers their follicles inside to get bigger. You have to supposed to be fill them. I could never do it. I'm a ball python breeder for a long time. To tell you the truth, it's not easy, guys. You don't know what you're feeling. It's better to ultrasound them. Not everybody has them. The cheapest one I saw, it was $1,200, and you have to take a lessons to learn how to ultrasound. So that's why I never did it.
One
You
of
have
the
an
reptile groups that I was following on TikTok, he has an ultrasound, and so he was showing how to do it a lot of times, and we would ask him ultrasound so and so.
I mean,
But
I
yeah.
wish they had some kind of a probe. We can put it in our phone and a programmer, and then we have the ultrasound in our hands and do it. It will read everything and tell us the whole thing. But it's not that easy. I know ultrasound. I've been with my kids, and you gotta take the follicle, measure it, and all that stuff.
Come on back. Come here.
But
Come
I
on.
miss cutting eggs, Bob. I miss cutting eggs. Those were the funnest days. I woke up in the morning or at night. One of the eggs, you see the baby head come out. It's really fun. You got like a whole 6 of them, 8 of them. Start cutting them, look inside. Those are the funnest times. I'm not joking.
Yeah. I really haven't tried to breed him. It's that blackhead pin mahogany fire.
Well, if your female took the male for a few times, I would try again, like give him break about a month.
It was probably 30 or 40 times just that I saw it. I started to say caught them, but yeah, I would come in and I'm like, let's eat, and they'd be like, we're busy. So, I mean,
if he's locked up, that's good. They're like guppies. They keep the sperm in it, and then later when they have the males. You can breed them up to 2 to 3 males, and they can take whatever ones the sperm they want, and they will you store it. Whenever it's ready, they will put it in their eggs. It's amazing how one neural thing you can do that. Snake.
Yeah.
Very
Did you know
amazing.
about this snake that I just had out? I bought it as a male, and I bought it as something else, and somebody told me, no, it's such and such, and I looked it up, and they were right. So it was the wrong morph that they sold to me, and it was also sold as a male, and then it laid 3 eggs or 4 eggs anyway, and it put them to the side, but it had one that it held on to for weeks and weeks, and that's the result of it. I don't have an incubator or anything.
Oh,
So it's a female, which is better. I mean, that's a better deal for me, but they didn't even know the
what kind it was?
Well, this girl right here. I can't
Now,
remember.
whoever sold you that snake, I'm sorry, shame on him. And that's exactly why I kind of haven't bought snakes since 2000. And oh, that's a beautiful snake. What is
Yeah,
that
she
one?
is.
What kind of genes?
It
What?
was supposed to be, I can't remember now what they told me it was. I was saying on videos and hold
Do they
it.
have a lesser
No,
pastel?
it's a super stripe. That's what somebody
Oh,
told me. It's a
oh,
super
oh,
stripe.
oh, oh! I made bunch of those. It's a super stripe, yellow belly, and something else. So you need another yellow belly to make bunch of super stripes and super yellow. So I have a male super yellow belly would be perfect for a female. Let's just say why? Because what happens? That's a super snake, and it's a yellow belly. It has the same gene as her. One of the gene. What would that mean? Let's say you got 8 eggs. You would get 4 and 4, half and half. Sometimes let's say 5 and 4. 3. So it all depends on your chance, and you would get half and half. Half exactly like the dad, half exactly like the mom.
I've got 2 yellow bellies that I bought. I've had them a couple months
No,
now.
you want a super yellow belly.
Do they always
If you
have
put a
even
yellow
amount of
belly,
eggs?
yes. Ed, if you put a yellow belly with them, he will not get. He might not get super. What you call it? The stripe. He might get just yellow bellies. Stripe. I mean, not super stripe. Super yellow belly because there's another yellow belly. So he will get super yellow belly, and he will get something called that one other morph to make the super stripe. What is it? I know the name, but I kind of it's not in my head. Special, I
But how
think it
many
is,
eggs
if I'm
do
not
they have at a
mistaken.
time?
So it all depends on how big is your female. If your female is really healthy, 5-year-old, big, she should have baby before the maximum
Oh,
I heard was 12.
Was the
cracking
sound
up a
weird
bit
for a
there, Jim.
minute?
I think I lost
12 eggs.
connection because I didn't hear how many he said.
Okay, I
George,
was
So
looking
George
to
is
see.
you can have
breaking
up to
up.
12 eggs.
George's in his fish room. He has problems there with his Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
A bit frozen up and jumpy.
What was it called? A python?
Both times.
Can't hear you,
Okay,
George.
All python.
big. I'm gonna go.
3 to 14 eggs.
Hello.
Wouldn't you like to have 3 to 14 python eggs?
I've got 15 ball pythons, so not really.
But you could
It
double
didn't-
it.
Well, you're right, but it depends on what they are, because some of those snakes sell for a lot of money.
How long does it take for a ball python egg to hatch?
60
59
days, I think.
Yeah, 59's the average. You're right, Lucky.
How
And
long
so
does it take to send a piece of mail to Australia?
54
Probably
days.
about the same.
So you could just drop the eggs in there and mail them to Blackie, and he'd have them by the time you got there.
Yeah.
I got enough wild snakes, Ed. I don't need to be keeping any.
I could send you some mice for those snakes.
I don't think you could. I think they'd get held up at customs somehow.
I'm going to give in, I think, and sell some of them. to the pet store. Maybe like 200 of them.
Baby cat killed one of those giant flying roaches today. I think they're trying to get into the house because it's cold outside.
Oh,
Makes sense.
yeah.
My dad said there was one upstairs 2 days ago. They're like almost like 3.5 inches.
Wow.
Gross. Giant wings.
Palmettos, is that what they are?
Yeah. And then they don't even have like their front legs don't look like roach legs. They look like almost like yeah. Have you noticed that, Bob? They got these two giant front legs.
I've only had one. It was when I lived in Brooklyn in New York in the early 80s, and that was impressive. My cat that I had then was looking like it was seeing something. I'm like, what the hell? And I looked back at the ceiling. It was one of those. It was big.
You never have them come around your house?
Not here. Not that I've seen.
Wow. We've had them just like we have barbecues and stuff, and they'll fly around our heads sometimes.
I don't get outside a whole lot. Just the garbage and the mail. That's the truth.
Yeah, they come out more at night when you got the lights on.
Oh, okay.
And having a barbecue at night.
I mow, of course, but yeah. I haven't used my grill in forever. I should.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen them during the daylight. They must hide all day long. Probably birds will eat them in the daylight.
It must be nocturnal.
When they fly, they sound like a hummingbird. It's so gross.
Yes. It was at nighttime, actually, that this one was on the ceiling. I don't know what time it got in, but it hadn't been there long because the cat clocked it right away.
Palmetto roach.
Oh, thank
Giant
goodness for
Tennessee
this
roach.
wind and incoming storm. Temperatures dropped to like 3 or 4 degrees. It's lovely.
What's your temperature there?
It's 25 now, but it was like 32 earlier on, Celsius, not Fahrenheit.
41 here. It's getting hot.
91.
So it's 77. That's nice.
Somebody keeps
I'd
yawning.
look it up.
Yeah, it was gross and hot an hour or so ago.
So
Yeah.
what's your season there now in Australia?
We've just started summer.
Okay. So when you just start summer, we just start winter. Okay.
Yeah, we're polar opposites, literally.
It's so weird. It's crazy.
You know, if I had friends in Australia, I could winter there over winter and then come back here in the spring.
You would never have to take your Speedos off.
Right? That's what I miss most about winter is people look at me strange when I go out in them. Just
And
because of the weather, I'm sure.
What do you mean if you had friends in Australia? You've got friends in Australia?
Oh, I do? Okay.
Yeah, Blackie's not from Kentucky, okay?
Strap it. GRB's talking about strap it dictum. I think I walked into something.
Yeah, that was a reference to an earlier conversation that you probably don't necessarily want to take part of.
All right.
I didn't see it.
Kids in their bedroom capers, you know.
No.
Strap on. Okay. Coro was involved in it. That's why.
Yeah, we
Patty
call them
would like to
Speedos
know-
in here, Paddy.
What do you call them?
Speedos. It's an Australian brand. They started down here.
Oh,
Yep.
And it's one of those brand names that became the generic term for the product.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we call them banana hammocks.
Yeah.
Maybe Patty's referring to the fact that we often call them budgie smugglers. I bet that's Huawei's onto it. Yeah, that's what we call them, budgie smugglers.
Are you that sleepy?
It's holding the budgie there.
I think Floyd might have some stroke.
Rocky.
Oh, did you see that? Patty just tried to be redneck in Australia at the same time. What do yous call them again?
I missed that. Good pickup, Skip.
Oh yeah.
Poor
During
Patty.
the
What are those men's bikinis called? It like they got the shoulder straps, little tiny straps going up, and then it just goes down to a little cup thing.
Mankeen.
What type of websites are you looking at, Pam?
Right.
No, I was just trying not to picture Bob in one of those.
A mankini.
Oh, uses New York for yuns in redneck. Okay. All right, Patty.
You're right in style, George. I'm right there.
There's a really funny short that some kid from the Midwest went to New York City, and they're all walking and across the street. And I don't know what he says first. Maybe he says, "How you doing?" Like, you know, a New York person would. And this New York lady like walks by him because he's holding his phone like this, and he says, "How you doing?" Like in New York. And then she spins around, comes back at him, starts yelling at him, saying how
We don't talk like that.
Yeah. And then he goes, and then she walks away, and then he turns around and says, "Don't worry about it." You see her running back, and that's the end. It's so funny.
That is funny.
Have
That's
you
the
seen
one,
that
isn't it?
video?
Is that the one where she goes, "We don't talk like that," and she's talking exactly like that?
Yep.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh yeah. You get a lot of them videos. They crack me up.
There you go, Bob. That's what you need to get the
Oh,
words
for
down.
fuck's sake.
There he is.
No.
You could get that and wear it to Walmart.
That's what Bob
know-
does like when the
If he
humidity's
would
real
do
bad.
that and wear it to Walmart, he'd freaking fit in.
Yeah.
I would fit right in. I've started
Where's-
to say,
Listen, anytime after 10 o'clock is the freak show, so you would fit right in.
Where's the back to you,
I
though?
went to a party once in Florida. This was when I was probably 30 or 32, something like that. Anyway, they had hired a piano player, and his name was Mark something. And everybody was getting his autograph. He was a minor celebrity person, but anyway.
Rebier?
Who?
Mark Rebier?
No, but anyway, he wore something just exactly like that, except it was black, like it was a tux or something. And I'm like, are we supposed to not? I was embarrassed. I mean,
Messier.
but he played the piano awesome, and people were going over to get his autograph, and I thought, ooh, I don't know, his hands are clean, you know. But I got it. I'll have to look through my stuff. Well, I mean, you're sitting there with this thumb at the butt on a piano bench. I mean, think about it.
Hey, he wasn't wearing pants?
No, he just had that thing on Pam just showed.
Oh my gosh.
A sling. Or
I missed
something.
that part of the story. I was thinking about famous marks.
Well, he was famous. People were getting his autograph and asking him for it, and he wrote something real nice on mine. He didn't know me from jack shit or from jock shit. So
Yeah, you've got to be super comfortable when you're playing the piano in front of people. So, you know, why not dress like that?
he did. I wish I could remember his name. I'll have to look through all my old playbill and crap like that. That's where I kept that stuff.
It definitely sounds like something Mark Rebier would do.
He said playbill. He said playbill.
It's a theater magazine. You know what playbill is?
Yeah, it is. And Hugh Hefner had something to do with it. I know.
Playbill?
Yeah, he did. Yep.
When you go to see a play, that's what you get a little book. It's called Playbill and has all about the cast and like the musical numbers and stuff in it. A lot of
Yeah,
sponsorship.
he did his own thing with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Playbill? I can imagine.
Yep.
Y'all are smutty people, you know it?
No, I just know the history of the United States.
Oh, it's history. Okay.
Yeah. It is now.
Foreign side of the United States.
Wouldn't you know
Marcus.
that happened in California? Must be a bunch
It was
of-
M-A-R-K, so it wasn't that mark. M-A-R-C. Wife won't let you. Went to a party in Florida. Well, I lived there. I lived there for 16 years and worked there. That's where my pension comes from, don't you know? Besides my Social Security.
That's awesome, Bob.
I got a fish question.
Yeah.
All right, so I had a tank that has, a lot of stuff in it. And I just did a water change before I sat down.
Mom.
Still a little murky. If I do a water change,
Yeah.
I don't know, let's say tomorrow afternoon, is it going to hurt that tank?
Say that
You
again.
do a what?
So there's a lot of mulm in it, or not mulm, because it's not. It got cloudy because of some, waste and stuff, and I sucked a lot of it up out with the little tube. And Patty's gonna have a filled day with that comment. But I was doing a water change. Okay, it's still a little cloudy, but I was thinking about doing another water change. We'll say in 12 hours tomorrow or today.
I would give it a couple days for the bacteria to build back up on the sponge filter, and then I would do it again.
Cleaned that too. It was pretty bad. All right.
Yeah. See, I would give it a few days for the bacteria to build back up on it before I did another water change.
Just it'd be like doing the every other day water change thing, like every 2 days or whatever. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking that because I was like, oh, you sons of bitches.
Mark Rebellet. I'm going to go see if I can find that mark. Now I want to know. Mark of Song Fame.
I think I might have even spelt that wrong. I think it's got another I before the E. Rebellier.
Marks. Mark Wahlberg.
Renowned concert pianist Mark Wahlberg.
Oh,
I doubt it was Mark Hamill because everybody would know him.
I did spell it right then, Corey.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Patty, except that he cleaned the sponge filter too. So
Yeah, I did.
I would give the
Or
sponge
Cuban.
filter like a little bit of time, and then I'd do it again.
Did you just squeeze?
I would say the same thing that I always say. If you're worried about your bacterial colony not being big enough to take care of the waste, then you just do more water changes. So you're taking some of that ammonia out, and the
Yeah,
bacteria
that's a
will
point
slowly
too.
build up.
Yeah, there's. I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow because the way it's looking now. Because here's what had happened. I've had a lot of fast track shit in my life to where I couldn't tend to the fish room like I should. Okay, in this specific tank, bigger quarries and the fish that did their fish are in it. But I kept feeding them because you got to feed them. And this tank's never been like that before. It's a little concern of mine, but yeah, I think I'll because there's enough beneficial bacteria in the substrate, right? So because there's sand and rocks, it's all mixed together. So I think it'll be fine. I had to clean the sponge filter because as soon as I lifted it, I was like, oh my God. It was like milk. So I had to do it. But no, it'll be fine. Yeah, I was thinking that. It'd have been different if it was a new tank that was a month or so into it, but these ones been sitting around a while, so I think it'll be fine. Yeah.
I think I found this guy. The name doesn't ring a bell, but he's the right age, and it looks like him. It's Mark
In
Bosser.
Speedo?
Nope, he's got clothes on, but it looks like him with long hair, gray hair. He's in um, Tampa, I think that, yeah, Tampa Bay area, Orlando, Sarasota. So he made it south. It took him 20 years. No, 30 years.
Apparently, penises go where the money is. I mean, pianists go where the money is.
People give him great reviews, or at least the ones they published. Yeah, this guy sings too. And that guy did sing, now that I think about it. He wasn't that good with singing, but he was great on the piano.
It would have been cool if it was Billy Joel.
Right? I
I mean,
can't.
not a lot of people have seen Billy Joel in one of those Speedo things.
I bet Christy Brinkley has. Hey, I saw her on an interview just a couple of weeks ago. She looks good. She's got an awesome house like in New England. It's really cool. She likes antiques, folksy stuff.
Do you know that she has a horse ranch really
Yeah.
close to where Jason the Degenerate grew up?
Really? That's where she was talking about her horses. She loves to garden and stuff too. There was an old swing like on a big tree on a limb when they bought the place, and the limb had just fell off right before the interview that morning, and she still had the swing like.
What show did she play in?
Christy Brinkley, she was a model.
Christy Brinkley.
Like
She was in the video Uptown Girl.
Oh yeah, with Billy Joel. That was her boyfriend.
And she's one of those ladies who's decided to age gracefully and not embrace plastic surgery and stuff.
Yeah, but she's
like who else can I think of? Susan Sarandon.
Don't say Patty.
You know?
Oh, right? I thought you were going to say Patty.
Oh, Christy Brinkley.
Christy, Kristie.
Do any other remember who her dad?
She played in Baywatch, dude.
She may have.
She did.
Do y'all remember who her dad was?
No.
Mr. Brinkley?
No, on one of the news they were on for years. They were.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He was a newscaster or something.
It was Chet Huntley and David Brinkley. They were a news team for years and years.
I'm
And
sorry.
We have the ship now in Chattanooga.
It was not Baywatch. She was in the National Lampoon's Vacation ones. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she was the chick in the swimming pool in the red bikini, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And those pictures that Pam's put up has made me, I will retract my statement because she's obviously had some work done and is doing some Botox and fillers and stuff and not aging gracefully like Susan Sarandon.
Well, in the thing, she looked like she needed some work done in the interview thing. Those
She's
are
born to make it forward.
Still look pretty, like you say, Susan Sarandon. She definitely could have used some help. A little help. Oh, I missed the picture. I was back there sending y'all the phone guy. That's definitely
Thank you,
him.
Bob.
I think Susan Sarandon is aged beautifully. I think she's still very stunning without getting any work done. That's very rare to see of a woman in Hollywood of her age getting that old without having some shit done. And she's done
Yeah,
it.
some of them are looking awful with their all the
You know
stuff.
who looks
Like,
like crap? is Meg
Madonna
Ryan.
doesn't even look like herself anymore. She
Madonna,
looks
yes.
strange. Yeah, she's had too much done and it looks really bad.
Yeah. Why did she even have to?
She said she didn't care. She's laughing her ass off for 2 hours every night around the world doing this tour. She don't care. Have you seen any clips from her tour? It's $100 a ticket and it's sold out everywhere. Berlin, New York, everywhere.
That's pretty cheap for tickets for big pop stars nowadays, isn't it?
I don't know. But people were saying they couldn't
Yeah.
afford it, but it's
Taylor
packed
Swift
out.
are 500 and up.
Mm,
Yeah.
and up. Yeah.
I wouldn't pay
500 for
$100
the shit seats.
I remember going to see Cher for one of her last tours, maybe 15, 20 years ago in Chattanooga at the big Memorial Auditorium. It was huge, and I was way up on like the next to the last row. And she was awesome. She was better then than Madonna is now, and Cher's 77, Madonna's 65.
Drew Barrymore is the one who says she won't get work done. The other one that has not had any work done and she still looks pretty good is Sally Fields.
Yeah, she does. She looks good.
She still looks quite cute and she hasn't had anything done.
Winona Ryder. I don't think she's had anything done.
Nope. Jamie
She
Lee
looks
Curtis, she hasn't
fantastic.
had anything done.
Good call too.
Yep.
She might have had some boobs put in, but apart from that,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie
Yeah.
Lee Curtis looks good for her age.
They were trolling her on somewhere, and she answered them back and did like a little video and said, "I know what the hell I look like. I don't look anything like I used to, but I'm doing this." She's an activist right now for something. I can't remember.
Yeah, she is. I forget.
what was that movie she was in recently where she was everything everywhere all at once, whatever that was called? She was brilliant in that. She looked so good. And she looked frumpy and nasty, and she just did it so well. She was great. If you didn't see that movie, I think it won Oscars and stuff. Brilliant movie.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Everything Everywhere All at Once. I believe that's what it was called. It's a confusing name.
Yeah, they do knee lift. Well, wait. I mean, I've heard they do knee lift.
Yeah, it's called Everything Everywhere All at Once. It was last year they did it.
Oh, is that what it is, Patty? Trans. Stevie
Great
Nicks.
movie.
Stevie Nicks is 70-something too, and she's performing. She's like Madonna. She's slowed down. Well, she wasn't ever a dancer anyway. Madonna wasn't either, but she danced. Yeah, Stevie Nicks is good. She be smoking her stuff on the stage too. She don't care.
Patty's right. Patty's right. That's what it was.
Yeah, for trans. One of her kids is trans. One of kids, Cher's kids is trans too.
Yep.
One of my kids is trans too, so there you go.
Yeah, it's in the water, I guess. I don't know.
One of mine might be too, but it's a little early to tell. He's only 11.
You think so, Blackie?
Only based on what I've been told. I've not
Yeah.
seen any evidence of it, but what his mother tells me, he thinks he might be. But like I say, time will tell.
Sure. Christina Ricci.
I just saw her on Graham Norton's show the other night. That was pretty funny. She was very good. And yeah, I don't think she's messed with her face at all.
Now, she was the original Wednesday, right?
Well, not really. She was in the movie from the 90s, but the original Wednesday was in the 60s.
Yeah, I was talking about what I remember.
Man, Barry Manilow looks terrible.
Who?
Barry Manilow.
Oh, Jesus,
God.
what has he done?
Barely
He
man.
cut his nose down and built up his cheeks,
Ugh.
filled in all the
Yes.
cracks.
We used
Why
to
would you
make
do
fun
that?
of
He
him.
was already a good-looking boy.
We used to call him barely man enough back in the day.
And I wonder how old he is because, like, he has no wrinkles at all.
Oh, well, he's older than
So-
me. I know that.
He's filled it all in with plastic, and that's why his
Mm.
face looks so puffy.
He just hated his nose because it was so big.
Did he do something about it?
Well, it looks like it by that picture that Ed just showed.
I see. I'm reading the chat. And I can't see him.
He's 80 years old.
80. Yeah, that's just 12 years older than Pam.
Like I don't
You're the same age as I am, Bob.
I'm
freaking
sick.
12 and a
As
half years.
I am.
All right, so hold on a minute. 12 years older than Pam. We'll say 12 and a half years older than Bob.
Right. When you're this age, Skipper, 6 months is 5 years. Right, Pam?
Well, a month would be like three years. I get it.
I get, yeah. You got to pack in the stuff in those months. Hey, Worm, what kept you?
But to me, age is just a number.
Right.
A very high number when you're me.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. Whenever I get there, it's just a number to me. I will still be me, whether you like me or not.
I always say, up here, I'm still 23.
Right? I don't want to grow up. I want to be a Toys R Us kid. Remember that?
Yeah, I do. Worm's been plucking her eyebrows. I wondered where she was. Show him your face. Show him your face.
Worm. What you doing, Worm?
Girl, you hardly have any left. You plucked too much.
Tell Yazzie to stay away from you.
Yazzie don't like her getting in his business. Like when I'm holding him, he'll fight her and bite her. And she just looks at him like, what are you going to do? She's about twice his size. So. Yazzie is mean, isn't he?
Yeah, but Yazzie's teeth look like a
Gator.
chainsaw or something. Yeah, alligator. What
Yazzie's
does Worm's teeth look like?
Let's see.
Normal.
Normal.
Yeah, nice normal teeth.
She's got one that sticks out her jaw.
That's her defensive one.
Right. That's the warning one.
Right.
Yeah, right, grasshopper,
Yeah.
sure.
Kiss ass.
Yeah, I was going to say crawling, toading.
Didn't Pam just have some work done on her leg?
Yeah.
Had some skin treatment done to her leg.
Yep.
Required, but won't be undergone just out of, what do you call it? I won't do it.
I think
because
that's a different category if you didn't mean for it to happen.
I'm reading comments.
Poached. I had poached legs. Poached
Oh my
legs.
gosh, Nola's here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pam had her shins
Hi, Nola.
lifted and broiled.
Literally.
I'm getting quite a blue spot in the area where it was really bad, and I think that's going to leave a scar. It's like a bunch of blue area.
Okay, Pam, you can pass that off, but it's a bed sore
Is it?
laying around.
Yeah, maybe keep rubbing the blue spots because blue generally indicates dead blood under the skin, isn't it? So, if you rub it, it'll move it around and let your circulation take
Yeah,
it away.
I don't know, but the skin, it's just starting to get, I'm starting to get skin on most of it, but it's so thin and delicate that I don't really want to be rubbing anything yet,
Yeah.
because it's like, it just, I don't know, but it just feels like it's just a really thin layer of skin covering it right now. So,
What the hell
but
are
I'm
you
happy
talking-
that it's got skin covering it now, so that's good.
Well,
Well,
Pam, I
and
hope you don't do it
I'm
again.
really happy that I had that much skin gone and exposed meat underneath, and I did not get a bad infection.
Yeah, because I'd have to be over there debriding that for you. My little bandage scissors from back in the day. They're not very sharp, but they'll get it off there. Worm does have her ears back unless I'm wrestling her, playing her. Rises up to play real good, real fast, don't you, girl? Rowdy girl. Pam, how come you're not in?
Looks like a pretty cute dog.
Huh?
I think Worm's a pretty cute dog.
I guess. When the plumber was here, he pointed at her and he said, "That dog's the shit." I think that was a compliment.
I think so.
And
Was
that's
she protecting
probably
the plumber?
Huh?
You go, Blackie. I interrupted.
I was going to say, if a plumber's willing to come into your house with such euphemisms straight away, he's probably a pretty decent plumber.
He was.
Oh, of course I did, Patty.
Yeah, of course she did.
Well, we know Pam and her doctor's experiences. Yeah, fuck him. I'll fix it myself.
And what were you saying, Ed?
I don't know. I just got distracted because Nola said that she was a Toys R Us kid. I'm looking forward to going to Nashville because they have 2 Toys R Us's reopened. But
Oh,
what
wow.
was I saying?
I thought they closed in most places.
Oh,
Something about
yeah,
worm, I think. No?
it's a totally new corporation and everything. They just bought the name because they never paid their employees for their last month of labor, so they're still like in debt, like $700,000 to all their employees. Pretty
I saw
crappy.
a video that said what businesses were vying for all the vacated Bed Bath and Beyond. And it was Barnes and Noble and another bookstore and Olin Mills. There's like 6 or 8 of them.
Was
there a Bed Bath
the
and Beyond in
Yeah,
Cleveland?
No, we had him here.
what's the
We had
Beyond?
one in Hickson.
We had one here.
Oh my
at
gosh!
Jewelry
Awesome.
Borders. Yep.
What's the Beyond in Bed Bath and Beyond?
Bed Bath and
it's-
Beyond is beyond the bath and the bed because they
Yeah, that's like the
they
kitchen
sold
stuff.
kitchen stuff.
It was
Right.
it was homeware stuff. It was
You
all
guys
kinds-
did have one. It was next to Books a Million and Marshalls.
Yeah.
I think Old Navy went in there maybe because it's filled, unless Ross went in there.
Oh, where I'm thinking of may have not have been a Bed Bath & Beyond, but it was that type of place. It was over by the co-op. I mean, Tractor Supply.
Oh
Tractor.
no, Bed Bath and Beyond was next to Target in Cleveland.
Okay, no, that wasn't. It was another one that went out of business, but it wasn't that, I guess. It was like a lower level Bed Bath & Beyond. Almost 3M.
Yeah, good
Raptor
reminder.
sold his art to them.
Yeah, I think we'll give it another 10 minutes and then we'll call it good.
Yeah, I need to get to bed.
Thanks.
I got to go and start cooking some dinner for my old people.
So what day are you supposed to be back from the art thing so that we can know how you guys did?
Well, I will be. We're staying in Brisbane Sunday night, which is your Saturday into
Yeah.
Sunday. And then hopefully we get up nice and early and check out of our hotel and go back to Sarah's house, unload the van, and then I come back here at some stage, hopefully around lunchtime on Monday, my time, because I don't have any backup except for one of my sons is going to come and sit here, or he said he has. I have to keep confirming it with him because he's young and short-term memory loss and stuff. So hopefully he'll be here supporting the people while I'm away. So yeah, Monday afternoon my time at some stage I will be back here. But I'm also hopefully intending to do either like a little bit of a live stream on either Facebook or Instagram or YouTube from the thing once we're set up and once there's some people around and whatnot.
That would be awesome. I would love to see that. Do it on YouTube and let us know in the group chat that we have so that I don't miss it.
I just don't. I've never done a live straight through YouTube, so I don't know how.
Oh,
can you
easy.
just? It is easy, right? Thank you. That's all I need. Yeah,
It's easy.
And
You
Good
just go to your channel and look for the live thing, and it just does it.
Yep. You'll put in the
Yeah.
title or a description or a little bit of something, and then click if you want it to be portrait or horizontal. It tells you to do portrait, but you can go to advanced settings, one more click, and do horizontal.
Yeah,
I was
right.
saying it was easy, Bob.
It is. You just do advanced settings and change it.
It's only one extra step. It doesn't make it too much more difficult. But yeah, I mean, we do have an allocated PowerPoint, so even doing live streams from the mobile telephone does see you, Jenny. It does chew your battery up quite a bit. So hopefully I'll do live streams to each of them, and do a live stream, recharge the telephone.
Maybe you could come in, Pam.
Yeah, if one of yous are live while we're there, for sure, I will do that, no doubt.
Mine, not Pam's.
Either or, I get all my notifications from you and Pam's channel. So if I see one pop up, and we're not, inundated with people spending heaps of money on Sarah's product, then for sure I'll do that.
Of course, we're both in each other's stream. One of us is live there.
What's your Instagram?
Blackety666, I think it is. Huawei probably has a better idea than I do.
Huawei, that up, Huawei. Why you're not your own way?
Huawei says you'll have to write 13 lines of code to get it horizontal.
Do we know how Mike is doing, Grumpy Mike?
Yeah, he was on Tennessee Fishfam, or was it Reptiles?
I think he was in Reptiles
Friday. He's trying to sell his snakes, and I'm interested in a couple, mainly to help him, but also one of them I had got here and shipped it to him, but he says it's too cold to ship, so he said he'd message me about it, that he could put a heat pack and ship like when it's not so cold, like, a day that's not going to go below 40 or something. Just, I want to help him,
What state you live in?
Kansas.
Ooh.
Kansas. They just had a blizzard last week.
That's too far. I can't help them. Shit.
Yeah, it's Salina, Kansas, so it's kind of like on the Nebraska border up in the middle of the state.
So it's kind of like
If it helps, I think it's about 2 hours from North Platte.
Yeah, he's
North
Paddy
Platte's
said
the
he's
biggest
not doing that
railroad
great.
hub.
His live stream was tough to watch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I keep yawning. All of a sudden I got really tired.
Oh, we lost Bobby.
Oh no. Well, we had 3 days where it got below freezing here last week, Blackie, but it's supposed to get back up. Let's see what the temperatures are for the next week.
Is below
Weather report
freezing
today.
rare for Tennessee?
Well, for where Bob and I are, because we live right at the top of Georgia. It's like the fire ants live here because the frost line's above us. It's like an hour north of us. So it'll snow more in Knoxville and Nashville. Oh well, Wednesday's supposed to get below freezing also. It's going to be 47 degrees during the day and only 28 degrees at night.
We just had like almost 2 weeks where it never got up to freezing. For a high, our highs have been like 27 and 28.
G'day, Debs.
I don't know
Tomorrow
if it's
it's
gonna
supposed to
come
get
back
up
or
to
not.
40 though, so I'm kind of looking forward to 40. 40 sounds nice. But our lows have been horrible, like 3 degrees and 5 degrees. It's been really cold.
That would
It's
kill
been-
all of our fire ants.
Damn, it's been so up and down here, it's ridiculous. Like it'd be cold and then it'd be warm. It'd be cold and then it'll be warm.
Huh.
But you're still sitting at the same what you're used to? Or is it colder?
It's warmer than usual, actually. Warmer, like 4 or 5 years ago, it was pretty common to see like minus 40. But
Right.
I haven't seen that for like 3 or 4 years. So
And what's your temperature now?
right now it is 31 degrees because it's warming up. We're supposed to be up in the 40s tomorrow.
Oh, for you, that's
great.
summer.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, that's unusually warm actually.
4 years ago, we only had 3 days where it went below freezing, and none of the bugs died at all. It was terrible.
None of the bugs died, did you say?
Yeah, so the next summer was just horrific.
Like he's
The
talking about
fleas were terrible. The ticks will live through the freezing. It's the fleas.
Yeah, we've got ticks here, but we don't have fleas here at all because it gets too
Fire
cold in
ants.
the wintertime. They can't make it through the winter.
the centipedes.
Oh, fire ants have made their way into New South Wales now too. In my state, they've come down
no.
from Queensland.
They said
It's
we've
big.
got a new worse ant coming into our country now. It's called a Caribbean
Yay.
crazy ant, and
Oh,
they're
yeah, the
furry.
crazy ants.
You've heard of them?
I've heard of them. I've seen videos on YouTube. Yeah,
They're in Texas right now.
they're a big swarming one too. They go nuts when they're moving from nest sites.
Hope they don't come here.
Mm.
Oh, it's raining here too, Debs. It's been like that the past few days, which we need it, but it sucks.
Rain, really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow.
It's been-
Pennsylvania gets a lot of snow, doesn't it?
we used to back in the early 2000s, late 90s, but it ain't been like it used to. 'Cause I
Yeah.
remember when I was
That's
a
the way it
kid,
is here too. Last winter we hardly had any snow. And the coldest it ever got was a little bit down into the minuses. But like I said, when I first moved here, it was like
Yeah.
during the wintertime, minus 40 was normal, you know?
Uh-huh. That's how it was here. And then I remember when I was a kid, we used to have snow drifts that were about 6 to 8 feet tall, right? And what we did for fun was build tunnels through them. Because I grew up in the country. So that was what we did. But you don't see that anymore. You don't.
You don't even have snow trucks here.
You know, it's funny you say that. In North Carolina, where I was born, if they get an inch of snow, it's a state of emergency there.
Well, if it just flurries, they can't. Everything shuts down.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Yeah.
You shut them all down because they don't want it to be worse.
And I remember when I was in the military, them people that never seen snow, they did not know how to drive. Oh
No.
my!
Yeah, they want to turn away from the slide instead of into it.
I had some friends that was in the military with me, and they just started. They're like, Skip, can you drive us to the store? It's a block away. Please do. All right, it may cost you a couple beers. Yeah, it was crazy. It's like you could definitely tell at a military base up north when it got real cold and snowy back in early 2000 when I was there in South Dakota, and I know where Pam was. She got hit hard too. Like they used to shut the base down. I was driving off on the base to go pick people up. I'm like, where are you going? Well, I said, well, there's a couple of dumbasses down there at the local bar. They need a ride back, and they don't want to walk. All right. They're like, where are you from? Myself from Pennsylvania. He goes, oh, see us at the gate when you get back. Because no certain states know how to drive in that stuff, you know. It's funny. Redneck works in other places. I'm just saying. Especially when it was military. We're like, oh, yeah, get her done.
When I worked in Cheyenne, that's like 45, 50 miles from here over a mountain pass.
Yeah.
So it was like I would get to work. I worked 2 to 11. And I would get on the freeway heading there, and they would close the damn freeway behind me. You know? So I'd walk in the store, and everybody was like, we didn't think you'd make it because the freeway is closed. And I was like, I got on the freeway before they closed it. So, and everybody thought I was a badass, but they don't realize that my knuckles were white driving that shit. I made it. I always made it.
I drove through Wyoming when I went to Denver from South Dakota. And it was funny because it was like a tumbleweed thing with the roads, the open roads. You better gas up before you go through a certain place. Yeah. Yep. They weren't freaking lying. When I hit Wyoming, I was like, oh, this is nice. Oh, thank God I filled up. Yeah, it was crazy.
Well, I think it's probably time to go to bed, guys. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Time to cook dinner.
Yep.
Now that Sling is back.
Yeah, I better get to bed. I have to get up early.
So thank you guys for coming in. Thank you, everybody on the panel. And thank you, mods. And thank you, everybody in the chat for showing up. And we shall probably see you Tuesday night.
Oh, that'll be the last one I'll show up for before the expo, so we can talk about more plans for the expo then.
Yes, exactly.
Panic and stuff. What's going on?
Cool. Yep.
See how detrimental COVID might be for our expo experience.
Yeah, I sure hope that, like I said, I'd be worried about bringing COVID home too.
Mhm.
Like really worried about it. Because your oldies definitely don't need that.
Yeah. Dad's had it once, but Mum hasn't had it at all yet.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't had it,
Dad
so
caught it while he was in hospital. They had an outbreak in the hospital when he was staying there. But yeah,
a lot depends
do
on
intend-
your immune system and how old you are and shit like that. I think it would hit me pretty hard because I'm not really healthy. So
you're
No,
healthy.
you'd be all right. You're stubborn.
This is here.
Pam, where's your important stuff?
hidden, Bob. It's all hidden.
I know.
And it's protected by my attack dog.
Oh, God. I've got Yazzie, don't forget.
Well, okay, guys. I'm going to say good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Everybody have a good
Good
night. A good next week. And we'll see you Tuesday night.
Take it easy, everyone. Thanks, everyone. See you soon.
Bye.